Good evening. Welcome to Gr8, where a circle of friends embark on epic adventures in the world of Dungeons and Dragons, but with a little bit of a twist. Our group likes to split the party on purpose, and this week we are back to Group 2 after an impressive combo episode last week. Hopefully you had a chance to be with us. We certainly had a great time all together, but here we are with Group 2 this week, and we are going to jump back into our regular schedule, but first have some announcements. Our first announcement, as always, I'd like to mention our sponsor for this campaign, which is Ebonwood Games. If you have not had a chance yet, please go ahead and check out their shop at etsy.com/shop/Ebonwood. And we'll put a link to that at the bottom of the YouTube channel there. But they do incredible work. We've given away some of the dice boxes they have, as you can see behind me here. The sign that they created for us as well, but they do some fantastic woodworking, and believe me, they can put together some pretty cool stuff for you as well, so check that out. We are now on Spotify, so if you get a chance on Spotify, search Gr8, but that has been loaded up, and you can check out the podcast of our show from there. As you know, we're also on YouTube, and starting this week, we will be loading on YouTube. It'll be every Monday at 6 p.m. So we're going to go to a set time. Before we were just kind of loading it up there, but now we have a regular schedule. So it'll be loading at 6 p.m. on Monday. Of course, we're live 6 p.m. on Sundays Eastern Standard Time. So we'll be 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday. Next Sunday, as you know, is a little bit of a break for us, but it is our one shot being put together by our own Adam Nash is going to run that. So well, some of us are out, so excited to see what that looks like. Can't wait to get the opportunity to watch that as well, and that's going to be streamed live here next Sunday. So if you get a chance, tune into that, and then we'll be back to our normal schedule following that the following week there. So our winner from last week, we had a Conditions for 5th edition pack to give away. Our winner, who posted comments on the YouTube channel there, was at Taylor the Len 7467. So congratulations to you. This is yours. We just need to get in touch and make sure that we can get that over to you there. This week, again, starting tomorrow at 6 p.m., if you post a comment on the YouTube channel there for the newest episode, we have a deck of many things, which may or may not at some point appear in this campaign. So absolutely can't wait for the fun that could ensue from that, because what's the worst that can go wrong with a deck of many things. So go ahead and make sure you put your comments in for that.
He's going to get a talking dog.
With that, is there any more announcements that I'm missing? Anybody think of anything? No?
Nope, nothing I know of.
Nope.
No.
Other than it was Blue Shirt Day, light aqua blue shirt day, and some of us missed the memo. We are going to get in to tonight's episode.
Some weekend vibes.
Of Gr8. So, last episode of Gr8, we had a tournament for tournaments, and it was interesting for those following along. Hopefully you saw. At one point, we had Gideon entered into the tournament, but then we had Malika as Gideon, who fought valiantly, won one match, did not win the second match.
And I definitely didn't cheat.
Tried to cheat a little bit, but the counter spell was there. Took care of that. Shazer may have also tried that. Did not work either time. But both fought very, very well. Othan as well fought in the tournament, also got a victory. So I think all three of you got through the first round.
Didn't cheat.
Did not cheat, but lost. And then while that was going on, Gideon and Gully were helping rescue a member of the tournament who had been kidnapped. And they ran into some trouble at the docks, but they managed to take care of the different thieves that were there. Well,
That was Skinner.
Skinner did, and they managed to help Skinner, and then ran into an old friend of Tankorin and Bjorn from their past, made a little bit of a deal. Almost a great mistake in trying to fight them. That would have been a wonderful time. But they decided against it. And obviously, after a pretty big battle like that, Gideon was a little bit wounded, a little bit sore, I believe, down to, how many hit points was that at that time?
I think, well, I got healed once, but I think I was pretty close to unconsciousness there.
Pretty close. But managed to all survive and get through where they needed to. Hopefully that's the end of that. And that brings us to where we are after a long, hard-fought day. They are all in bed, not with each other, in their own beds, sleeping.
Wow.
You can be. It's,
Just wow.
You can role play. It's up to you.
Just wow.
And each of you have troubling dreams through the night. And I will start with Othin's. So Othin, your dream, you're tossing and turning, and you see yourself standing alone in a city that seems to be crumbling around you. The moon hangs low in the night sky, casting an eerie glow. Memories of your sister begin to flood your mind, each one stabbing your heart with a mixture of grief and anger. Knowing she was taken from you, knowing her life was stolen by the merciless hands of somebody from the Thieves Guild. And as you wander through this city, the atmosphere seems to shift around you. The air grows colder, and a soft breeze whispers through the alleyways. And a faint sound echoes in the distance. And you look up, and there's a spectral figure in flowing white robes. And it's the ghost of your sister. I've missed you, brother. And you're taken aback in this. And choked with emotion, you ask, why? Why were you taken from me? And as the ghost floats closer, her gentle smile brings a glimmer of warmth to the cold night. Brother, my time in the mortal realm was cut short, but I'm at peace now. You mustn't carry the burden of my loss alone. You choke back a little bit and say you still demand justice. And she reaches out and touches your cheek and says, you carry our family's legacy of strength and determination. Seek the truth, Othin. Find those responsible, not just for me, but to prevent further suffering. And as she says this, the scenery around you shifts once more, and you find yourself standing in a moonlit graveyard, tombstones stretching out into the distance beyond what you can see. The graves of countless others who have fallen victim to the ones that took your sister from you. A chilling reminder of the cruelty they've inflicted upon not just you, but many more. And you get kind of clenched up and frustrated and say, I will avenge you. I will bring justice to those who took you away. Her ghost nods, the form beginning to fade. Remember, Othin, vengeance consumes the soul. Seek justice with a heart of love and compassion, for that is what truly makes you who you are. And as you reach out, she vanishes. And the background starts to shift more, and you're wondering where you are. And now you're in a room of just solid blackness. And another voice comes to you. And, oh, that. I can help you. Seek your vengeance. It starts with a mirror. Tomorrow, visit the antique shop. It starts with a mirror, Othin. We can have vengeance. And you wake up and you're like just sweating profusely.
That was intense.
You kind of look around. Yeah, you're the only person awake there. You glance over. Malika's in a trance. He's not really sleeping. He's doing something else, but you're awake now. And it's still the middle of the night.
Who's on watch?
Nobody's on watch. I mean, there's.
Oh, we're at the
you're in your
barracks.
own. Yeah, you're in your barracks. Yeah. So, but your body is like a little sweaty, but you know you still need some more sleep. So, up to you. You want to go back to sleep or?
I think he's gonna get up and head outside, go for a little walk, and then come back and go to sleep.
Okay. All right. Now, we will go to Malika's dream. So as you're in your trance, sitting there, all of a sudden your body begins to drift off. And you see you and Shazer running side by side down the dark alleyway, weapons drawn, chasing a hooded and cloaked figure. Opportunity for vengeance at hand. You carefully ready your spear, and as Shazer hits the figure with his boomerang, causing the figure to stumble and hit the ground, you leap in and grab your spear with a vengeance and drive the point of the spear home through the back and into the ground. And you hear the gurgle as you know your spear struck true, and a hand reaches up from this body and then drops to the ground, and the body stops moving. And you feel this wave of emotions wash over you as you've finally gotten the revenge for your father that you've been waiting for. And rolling, you pull your spear out and you roll the body over, and you pull the hood back to see the person who you've sought vengeance on. And you stare at your own face, staring back up at you. And you wake up out of your trance. And that is your dream this evening. Shazer. I assume you sleep on a bed. It's a good question. You
Yep.
know, as a bird, I know you like
It's our
open.
nest.
I know you like open roof if you can find it, but you toss and turn, and you find yourself in this dream, and you're standing in the middle of two armies ready for battle. And I mean, it stretches out as far to the right and left each side as you can see, and the only thing in the middle of all of it is you. And you find yourself trying to reason with both sides that this battle should not happen. This is a mistake. And no matter what you say, their anger cannot be quelled. And the horror seeps in. You will not be able to stop this battle. And then it flashes. And now you're alone in darkness. And you hear, Shazer, you have been wronged. You search for your love, even as hope fades. We must be vigilant against those who would seek to turn this world into a hell. This land needs you and needs your strength. You must start by helping Malika get his revenge, for that is the key to your lost love. Continue down this path, and you will find what you look for. And then you wake up. And that's the end of your dream. Gully. You find yourself in a sacred realm, bathed in a radiant, otherworldly light. You stand before the majestic presence of Lyra, the embodiment of grace and divinity. She appears as a luminous figure, her ethereal form shifting like a dancing starlight. Gully, you've always been a faithful and devoted follower. Your heart is filled with compassion and the desire to protect those you hold dear. As you kneel down, humbled by her presence, you look up and ask what you can do to help. She extends a radiant hand, but it's like flickering, and she pulls your chin up so your eyes meet. My dear champion, your heart is pure and your intentions noble. You must understand that something is wrong, and my touch in this world is currently limited. I cannot intervene directly in the affairs of humankind. It is part of something bigger, and I wish I could tell you more, but I must discover what is going on with the gods. And you nod, even though you have this pang of disappointment. And Lyra, who seems to know what you're thinking, says, "This doesn't mean I'm without ways to aid you. I will bestow upon you the strength of my blessings. You shall be my champion, a beacon of hope and protection for the downtrodden and the oppressed." And as she speaks, this warm golden light just kind of envelops you, and just you feel like the divine power just kind of wash around you. And she says, with this strength, you will be a force for good in the world. You will inspire others to rise above their challenges and adversities. Your actions will speak louder than any intervention I could provide. And as you rise to your feet, feeling the weight of her trust upon you, you say, "I shall honor your gift, Lady Lyra. I will be your champion." And she smiles, and you feel this radiance just glowing from you. And the dream begins to fade, and you open your eyes and you realize that you may have been dreaming, but that was real. Gideon. You find yourself walking through the streets of the city of Vassardel, which you know very, very well and are very, very used to. But it just seems like around you, everything is shrouded. Like there's cloud cover. There's like the sounds of the city are there, but it's almost like everything has less of a real feeling than it normally does. And you make your way to a familiar spot where you would go for information. And all of a sudden, people start appearing around you. And you're encircled. And you're in the center of the circle. And when you see all the people that have surrounded you, it's many of the thieves you recognize from the guild. But they all look dead. And they're all just staring at you solemnly and pointing at you as if accusing you. And one of them, who you recognize as Damon, opens up to speak, and this hollow whisper just comes out. "Why did you let it happen, Gideon?" And then you wake up. Dream over. And that is how your peaceful night went. And so that brings us to the morning. Another beautiful spring morning.
So we had a long rest then?
You had a long rest.
All right, because I was sitting at 1 hit point. So.
Opportunity to heal up. And the day is yours, gentlemen. I will go around and ask you what you might like to do in the city, and I'll start with Gully.
Ooh, he's feeling light on his feet today. I think he would like to make his way to the church.
Okay.
Or Is there just the one large church here?
There are multiple churches.
He's going to go to a different church then.
Okay. So
He
there
just
are
wants-
churches inside the city walls proper, which are your main churches. There are some smaller ones outside the city wall as well, in what I would consider the poorer parts of town.
Just whichever one would be closest.
Okay.
He just wants to go pray and maybe light a candle and ruminate over his dream.
Okay. So you find your way to, and you're not specifically going to one that you maybe
No,
spent.
no.
Okay. All right. Good idea. And so you find one, and you're more than welcomed in, and they give you a place to pray and that. Gideon, what would you like to do?
2 things I need to do today. One, I need to check with Damon,
Okay.
see if he found out the information I was looking for on who signed me up for that tournament
Okay.
that I, of course, took part in. And I need to purchase a bow.
Okay. So we'll start with the bow, the easier of the two. I would say, there's a couple of stores that you could look to for that. There's the Straight Arrow and there's Bullseyes.
Which one is a more reputable shop?
Both have some good
Equal.
equipment. Yeah.
Bullseyes.
All right. So that is Lila Crass's store. And so when you walk in, middle-aged human woman, she's got, surprisingly, her features, for knowing how long she's been running this store, she looks a lot younger than she's reported to be. But you get the idea that, she's done well of taking care of herself there. She's got blonde hair, blue eyes, and she's kind of sees you come in and says, what can I do for you?
Just interested in getting a bow today.
Just a bow.
Just and arrows.
Ah, okay. A bow and arrows. Now that makes more sense. I don't know. I mean, I sell to my customers what they wish, but
I guess a quiver as well.
a quiver as well.
Same.
Okay. What are you hunting?
Game at range.
Okay. So a longbow.
That would be good.
All right. Anything in particular that you need it to be made of, or
No.
anything of that nature?
No, I don't. I'm not looking for anything overly special.
Okay.
Just functional.
So a regular longbow run you 50 gold. Now, what kind of game are you hunting? Difficult game or?
Well, I guess it would be good to be prepared for anything, but
Well, I asked because I can get you the standard 20 arrows for 1 gold, but I also have a couple of arrows as well that I've had enchanted, and they are mighty nice.
what kind of enchantments and what kind of price tag are we looking at here?
So, this right here I call the blind arrow. And it's a very finely crafted arrow. Yeah, it's got like black and white like feathered fletchings on it. And she says, sometimes the game you hunt tries to hide. Well, that can make things difficult. This arrow, this will still do the trick. But they run 50 gold for 1 arrow.
It's a little outside my price range today, but
Okay.
I will definitely think about you if I decide to hunt more difficult game.
just let me know. We're always looking here to bring different types of arrows into the store. And if you should come across any that you're interested in selling, bring them to me, please, as well.
Definitely.
All right. But you do want the longbow.
Yes.
Okay. So 50 gold for the longbow, and then 1 gold will get you 20 arrows.
Okay.
All right. Moving around. Shazer.
I'm gonna talk to the captain,
Okay.
and I'm gonna ask her, instead of my magic shield, if she can get my boomerang enhanced.
Enhance your boomerang.
I want a way.
Oh, you actually thought I was going to buy you a damn shield. Oh,
Of course,
okay.
you're gonna buy me a shield.
Okay. I'll tell you what. You go to the enchanter with your boomerang and you ask around about how much that's going to cost. We'll talk.
All right.
Okay. So you're going to, after talking to her, you're going to go to the enchanter.
Yep.
Powers of magnificence.
Okay. So, yes, the teller's magnificence, yes. So you walk in there, and that's where the male elf, who wears a brown cape over a violet robe, he's got auburn hair, very colorful looking individual. What can I help you for, my avian friend?
I'm wondering if you can find a way for my bow or my boomerang to come back to me after it hits someone.
I was going to say, it's a pretty terrible boomerang if it doesn't come back. But after you hit something, so you want it to strike something and come back. That I'm going to have to do a little investigation on, but I do believe it's possible, but not inexpensive. Would you be willing to leave it here for the day?
Yeah, I could do that.
Leave it here. Come back around closing time. Let me look into it, and we'll let you know what we can come up with for it here.
All right, thank you.
Okay. All right. We come to Othin.
Othin is gonna go for a walk and try to find himself an antique shop.
Okay. You're aware. I mean, you've been in the city long enough. You know where the antique shop is.
Do I know the name of the shopkeeper? Or the name of it?
Is... Yes. It is Xenodotes. Xenodotes sells antiques and old books. It's called Xenodotes Anecdotes.
Alright, I'm gonna head over there.
Okay. So you walk in and there's an old woman working there. She's got like scraggly white silvery hair. Her face is really sunken in and like the skin is pulled back tight. Like she is like prune like.
Okay.
And she kind of looks up as you enter and says, yes, young man. What can I help you with?
I'm just kind of looking around.
We have lots to look at.
Okay. Is it a pretty big shop or?
It's just all on one story. I would say, it's probably got 4 little aisles to kind of peruse back and forth now.
Alright. I'm gonna walk around and see if I find any mirrors.
Okay. There is in the corner towards the back of one of the aisles. It's old, dusty. Doesn't even look like it's been cleaned off in a while, and it's like a hand mirror that you would hold. It's circular, about yay big, and it's got like a handle on it. And it's got a handle on each side if you wanted.
I'm gonna pick it up.
Okay.
I'm gonna look into the mirror.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Five.
Fine. Okay. So strong. All right. So as you are staring into this mirror, it kind of all of a sudden starts to like weave. It's a hard to describe. Like all of a sudden, it's like something is showing up, and you see a face, but you can't make out the face. It's grayed out. It's like it's dulled, so you know there's a figure in there, and the figure says, "Oh, then buy this mirror. It will help us all." And you're like, "Yeah, I'm buying this mirror."
All right. I'm going to walk up to Xenodotes and ask her how much for the mirror.
Wow. Of all the things I expected to sell today, that old thing was not one of them. I'll part with that for 2 gold.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. It just spoke to me.
It's an old mirror, older than myself, and there's not many things out there that are.
I imagine not.
You're making fun of my age.
No, it looks like it's very old.
Me or the mirror?
The mirror.
Good answer.
Xenodotes. 2 gold.
2 gold and you have yourself a mirror.
Alright, I'm gonna stow the mirror in my pack.
Okay. Alright.
And I'll be on my way.
Okay. Malika, what about you this fine day?
Is Goalie already gone?
He went to the church.
Goalie took off. Okay. Then I would like to speak with the captain.
Okay.
And so I'd ask, so I know we're in the traveling guard, or at least I'm personally in the traveling guard to cover taxes, but the job that we just accomplished, does that come with any sort of compensation? Any sort of bonus for returning that artifact? Because purse is looking a little light here.
I was like, I hope this ain't expensive.
Right.
This mirror, I was like, shit.
So I know my taxes are covered, which is the most important thing,
Yes.
that my mom's okay, right? She's covered. I don't have to worry about anybody coming for her in the night. But would like a little bit of walking around coin.
I would agree. I think that what we accomplished was quite impressive. How much walking around coin are you looking for?
50 platinum.
Wow.
Whatever you think is reasonable.
I mean, I think our coffers in the traveling guard could come up with something to assist you in a purchase.
Okay. Well, I guess first things first, before we determine how much that amount is, I do know that you had stated you'd purchase a magic shield for me.
Oh, for the love of God.
That was the only reason I didn't go back into Blue Atom.
I was trying to keep you alive.
So would a magic shield. I mean, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but if
You
you watch the tournament,
find
I'm
a
a little
shield.
squishy.
I didn't see you fight in the tournament.
Oh, come on. You saw me turn into an idiot.
That was you.
That was me. We talked about it before I went in. Yeah.
You cheated.
So, I was thinking, I know before when we talked, so, I mean, there's a couple different places we could go to. Wilhelm's Helms and Armor, maybe?
See what they have.
Okay.
Not sure they have these things, and not sure how much we have in the coffers, but
Do you think it would make more sense to go there or to the Enchanter's shop?
you can look wherever you want.
Alright. I will check out Wilhelm's Helms and Armor. The
Okay.
Armor Emporium,
Wait, both or no?
if I need to.
Alright, so Wilhelm's currently That's
Special.
Grill. That's the hobgoblin shop.
Okay.
And traveling guard, eh?
Yeah,
You know Rydell?
I do.
Alright. I do have some magical leather armor for sale. I don't have anything in the shield variety that's magical.
I really need a shield.
I don't know if they've got anything like that at the Armor Emporium. It may be best to get a shield and try to get it enchanted.
Okay.
I know I've got currently a suit of leather armor that's magic. Last I checked at Harlan over at the Armor Emporium, he had some magic chainmail. We tend to keep an eye on each other.
Well, I'm really looking to take my current shield and pass it on to my friend Shazer to try to help him out a little bit. So I'm looking to replace a shield with a shield. Have an opportunity to help him out as well.
Interesting. Well,
So is there anywhere that you know of that I could look that may already?
I mean, we sell just the general shields here. I just don't have anything magical.
Okay. How much is the shield?
Which kind are we looking at here? Just a traditional.
Something that'd be worth enchanting.
Okay. That's a great question here. Let's go look that up. So it'd be 10 gold pieces for a standard shield, which would be good enough to enchant.
Okay. I'll take that one then.
Okay. He's gonna give it to you for 8 because you know Rydell.
I do. He's a great guy. Thank you.
Take care of that young man.
Ooh, yeah.
Not enough of us.
We'll do our best, but I think it'll be more him taking care of us than
He's a stout one.
he is. He is. Well, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
I guess I'll head over to the enchanters.
Okay. So you're kind of,
So where Shazer's at.
yeah, you kind of run into Shazer there.
So I couldn't find a magic shield. I couldn't find anything enchanted, but I bought this regular shield. I'm gonna go in and see if they can enchant it, but I don't have a whole lot of gold, so I'll have to let the captain know how much we need covered. How to go with the boomerang?
I'm leaving it here for a day. Let him check it out.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I could never leave my spear somewhere for a day.
Yeah, well, you have a special connection to your spear.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. All right. I'll go in. So this is Teller's Magnificence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That is where the same male elf that just waited on Shazer is standing there.
Okay.
Ah, another customer. What can I do for you this fine day?
So I have this shield here, and I was looking to see if there was anything you could do to kind of boost its defense a little bit.
I could indeed. What are we looking for it to do?
Just protect me in any way possible. Make it harder for me to get hurt.
Okay. Such enchantments are not cheap, but they are doable.
Okay.
I think we can increase the strength on that shield. It could do a little bit better job deflecting. It would be 300 gold.
300 gold. All right. So would you say at this point, would I be further than 150 feet away from the captain?
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And she didn't follow along or anything?
No.
Okay. Okay. 300, huh?
Yep.
All right. I will head back to the captain.
Okay.
So I'm going to go talk to my captain. That's a little bit much for me. I'm going to see if the guards can sponsor it.
Absolutely.
All right. I'll go back to the captain.
Okay. So while you're on your way back to the captain, Gideon, you leave with your bow,
Hunting.
your hunting bow,
Yes.
and
Game at range.
you see Damon standing on the street corner, They're just watching out. He sees you.
Approach
Nods. Okay. Gideon,
Damon, I was looking for you.
looking for me. I was beginning to think you had lost your wits. I'd heard you entered a fighting tournament. There's
Damon, you already know you were looking into that for me.
Yes, I did, and I found some rather peculiar information. The description that was given to me, and I don't know the exact name, but if I had to make an educated guess, and as you know, I only make educated guesses.
Damon, out with it.
I think it was a member of your own traveling guard who signed you up for this. It was a
Which one?
taller man, described, who carries a rapier, wears a hat.
With feathers?
Yes. That was the description that was given. And again, if I had to guess, which I sometimes do, but they're always educated guesses, I would guess you know this individual.
Yes, I did, Damon.
So, do with that information what you will.
I will. I appreciate it.
I also was glad I ran into you today because we could use your expertise. There is a little bit of an issue at one of the inns in town. Now, this inn may or may not be one of the entrances down to our guild, where we meet. And so when things go on there, that's a problem. And supposedly, the damn thing is haunted. Of all things. And this poor innkeeper's gonna lose his inn because people don't like staying in a haunted inn, as you can imagine. And where it's troubling for me is I don't want that building becoming something else when we already use it for things we need it for, if you know what I mean.
I understand. Though I also understand that if you really wanted to solve it easily, you could just purchase the building and then leave it empty.
That would
because
draw,
there are plenty of storehouses.
but that would draw a lot of eyes. Why would somebody buy an inn and then empty it out? Wouldn't it be easier just to figure
Because
out?
it's haunted.
Wouldn't it be easier just to figure out why it's haunted? Make the hauntedness go away and
Really just.
well, you have
Okay.
some allies that have
I
been
do have some allies, and I
proved
do
capable.
have minimal experience.
I mean,
I will speak to my allies about it. I make no promises because I do not control what they do or do not do.
think not of me. Think of the poor innkeeper who's about to lose his livelihood. That's really who we should think of in these times. Right?
You should try this on someone who doesn't know you as well. I already said I would look into it.
We always appreciate
However, what I am going to say is a word of caution. You know of my prior experience prior to working with the guild.
Yes.
Not certain that I should share this with you, but given the topic you brought up, I had a disturbing dream last night.
A disturbing dream. One that
The guild
put credence to.
might be careful of messing with things that are no longer living. If it has any doing with that, I would cease and desist immediately.
Well,
I will look into this, especially given the disturbing dream that I had last night. But I might distance myself from that area for a while as well. You personally.
point well taken. You've given me some things to think about. I think maybe it's time for some people I don't like to be stationed there.
As I said, I don't speak for what my compatriots do. I cannot vouch for any of their safety either. The people you post there, that is.
Please keep yourself alive, Gideon. You have become very, very valuable. You are an asset that we would not like to lose.
I'm beginning to understand this.
Who knows? You might run things one day.
Not likely.
Well, until we meet again, as always, much appreciated. Kind of wanders off.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything this day they want to do before any of you would meet up?
Othan would like to speak with the captain
Okay.
about any of the inventory we have for armor and weapons that could help me in battle.
We have mostly basics. I'm not sure even as fine as what you carry currently. But is there anything particular you're looking for?
I would like to be able to bolster my defenses, or maybe make myself faster in combat.
Faster, you say? Unfortunately, we don't have access to anything magical here, but that's not to say that the nice thing about the traveling guard is when we're on missions and we find things, there are things. As long as we solve the mission at hand.
Very well.
So, what I can tell you is that let us be on the lookout for an opportunity.
Very well. I'm ready for the next mission when you are.
Okay. I will definitely keep our eyes and ears posted. I think we'll find ourselves up next, as there's only 4 traveling guard to be sent throughout the countryside, and then 2 more are out now, and I know the other group that we share, they're being sent north, so I'm sure something's coming soon for us.
One more thing, Captain. If anything happens again like in our last mission,
Oh God.
I will be transferring out of the guard.
When you say like last time, which part? Because there were multiple things that bothered me about that.
Can I hear this?
No.
The fact that members of our own guard would jeopardize our safety and mission.
That was bad. However, I did have my concerns, talking with a doll that talked back to you. That was concerning as well. I saw it give Malika a look of what I could say was hatred.
I've seen you give Malika the same look.
But I'm a human, not a doll. Dolls should not be able to give that look. That's all I'm saying. Let's just be wary of things we don't understand.
Let's.
But I understand the timing was very poor. And I will agree with you on that. All right. Who else had anything left they wanted to do before we gather back?
Tell the captain I ain't 300 gold.
300 gold.
Yeah.
I was
For
thinking
the
like
shield.
we could find 100 in the coffer. I don't have 300. Good lord. Can it wait a little bit till we can rouse enough money for that?
I mean, I suppose.
Oh.
You're the one that said, I'll buy you a shield.
I was again keeping you alive.
So you're a liar.
If you want to call me a liar, yes. But I didn't take your doll.
Oh, sorry for saving everybody's lives.
In the middle of battle.
Okay. Is Othan still crying about that?
He has a fair point. You two should make up.
He's the littlest big ass baby I've ever seen. Fine.
But he's one hell of a fighter.
Okay. So 100 gold? So I can have 100 gold?
We could make 100 gold that's in the
We-
coffer when it's time. We could,
So we're talking 20 apiece?
or we could put that towards that if everyone's okay with you getting this shield.
Well, I'm sure that they're not.
We can make this 100 gold work towards that when the time is right, but we need to find some more gold, is what I'm telling you. So it sounds like we need another mission because
So I bought this extra shield for nothing then.
not just yet.
Alright.
I don't think Shazer has a shield.
Shazer here?
You could get him a shield. It's not magical yet.
Shazer does have a non-magical shield.
Does he? Well, listen, Shazer's not here right now. I have an idea. What if you give him the shield and tell him it's magical?
It doesn't surprise me that that'd be your suggestion. You liar.
I have found, okay, it's this crazy word. They taught this word to me at the university. I think it's placebo effect. I'm not sure, but I think it works the same way here.
No, we'll wait.
Give him the shield. Say it's magical, and he'll be more likely to want to run in.
As for now, I'll just keep it on my back.
Okay.
Yes. Having a turtle shell never hurt, right? Yes. Alright, well. So is everybody back together yet?
So you guys come back together. Mealtime at the barracks. Anything you all want to talk about as you're all sitting together?
That tournament was bullshit.
I still can't believe you did that.
You know, I gotta be honest with you. Like, I knew I was on the ropes, and I thought that it'd be better to go out with a blaze of glory. I kind of thought they were gonna escort me out of the tournament, not just counterspell and then beat my ass.
Thank you for not getting me arrested.
Yeah, well, that was the goal. But did you see the no?
We'll talk later.
All right.
All right,
So
so
captain's a cheap ass. We're not getting shields.
I am not a cheap ass.
Oh,
You're all
sorry,
together,
I said-
PD.
Oh, sorry. Captain, no shield.
Not yet. But we're working on it.
She's a liar.
I need the money first. I didn't say when, did I? I said I'm
Or
gonna get you a
hear me
shield.
out. We go back to Blue Alley.
I
Get the
do
magic shield
not
that's
want to
there.
go back to.
I was gonna say, does anyone here really want to go back there?
Malika and I.
That place was awful.
Truly awful.
You guys are more than welcome.
Really?
You wanna go get your doll back? Big ass baby.
All right, change the subject.
Perhaps some tea.
I heard a rumor.
I take tea.
Hopefully, I got more information from Damon.
You did.
That there is a. What was it? It was an inn,
In the end, it was the Goat and Dragon.
the Goat and Dragon Inn, that is currently having issues with staying afloat as a business because it's supposedly haunted.
Haunted. That sounds like fun to me.
Now, I didn't go check it out.
I know that we've already run into. Remember Bob?
Yes. Yeah, I remember Bob.
Hopefully it's not Bob's. Hopefully it's not those tiny little glowy things that I hated. But I don't know. You guys want to check this out?
Captain leans over and says, I have a thought. Hear me out.
Okay.
I'm not into extorting people, okay? So please don't go in and demand a ridiculous amount of money. But what if you were to go offer this innkeeper the opportunity to clear out whatever's haunting his inn for a small sum of money that you could put towards the savings for your magic shield?
So now the traveling guard is freelancing.
We're not currently on a mission.
Yes.
So, like,
She's not. Did we get paid for the last job?
No.
That was a bigger job than you expected it to be. Even you expected it to be.
Believe me, I've already started asking some questions. I am trying to find out some more information.
What if I go back to the rich guy that we gave the statue to? I can present myself as the captain and tell him we need gold for that.
Actually,
Wait.
while we're speaking about money, Captain, if I don't owe taxes, what am I paid?
So you're paid the traditional, it's 25 gold per year.
You're raking in the money.
Shit.
Wow.
Throwing out ideas, I don't know. That guy's back in Prevail, though. That's a ways. The guy you got the statue.
Oh, he's not
for?
ambassador.
No. So that's a 3-day trip
Okay.
there.
Yeah, you could stop at Blue Alley on your way there if you wanted to.
Extort the innkeeper. Got it.
Nope, I said don't extort, but perhaps
I'm at least checking it out tomorrow.
it's worth.
I'll go with you.
Perhaps these spirits just need to be put to rest. I've heard of this
like the
before.
way that you think.
It might be as simple as that. You might be able to make some money for your shield. Everybody's happy. Or some of you are happy.
Works for me.
I'll be sure to pack my incense.
That sounds like a grand idea.
And my shackles.
Like that a little less.
So it's early enough in the day if you guys still want to go there today. I mean,
I've
you haven't
never
done
had a
that
bad
much.
Early
night with
enough
incense
today?
and shackles.
It's not nighttime by any means.
I'll go check it
Yeah,
out.
let's go to the inn.
Yeah, I probably need 2 pairs.
I just know I have to check on my
Shit,
boomerangs
it's a lot.
later tonight.
Like the dragon.
To the inn.
Okay.
To the end.
All right, so you guys are going to the Goat and the Dragon, which takes you, a little bit to get to. It's actually right on the same street where a church you're very familiar with.
Would they provide holy water? Do you know? The church?
For you,
I wanted to stop in and buy some. Or
they
attain some.
probably allow you to have a couple of vials at no charge.
Perfect. I just need to make one quick stop. I encourage all of you to join me.
I'm thirsty. I'll get some.
Oh, we don't drink this.
Why
I'm
not?
gonna sit this one out. I prefer to stab with most guns. I'll be there.
So you guys make your way. You stop in. Gully, surprised to see you. Glad you're well. Heard things had taken a turn down in Prevail.
Oh. I was attacked by a frightening person with glowing tattoos.
That is very unfortunate. So what brings you here today?
Well, I was hoping to attain a little holy water.
You feel this thing that attacked you was a devil or demon?
Oh
or-
no, this is for something else. I'm hoping to put some spirits at rest.
Okay. We could spare 2 vials for you.
Gully will make a donation to the church,
Okay.
a gold piece.
Always appreciated.
May Lyra's light shine upon you.
And you as well. So you guys make your way over to the Goat and Dragon, where you find this 3-story establishment. You know, it looks like it's stood there for a long time. I mean, it's pretty. I mean, there's nothing too fancy about it, but it looks cozy. Big red doors that lead up inside. There's stairs that go up to it. There's a couple alleyways that run on either side of it, but the building looks like it's been there for many, many years. You guys head inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My raven is on my shoulder.
Okay. So you head in, and you know there's a little bit of music being played in there, and you know this is dinner time, and surprisingly, it's not as busy as you'd expect. It's maybe less than half full, and there's somebody in there playing some pipes, and there's a guy kind of nervously like tapping his fingers on the bar, like looking around. He sees you guys come in though, and his eyes get kind of hopeful, like maybe patrons. And everybody else is kind of just like nursing their drinks, and it's kind of whispers at each table. And the barkeep's definitely watching you as you come in.
I'll walk up to the barkeeper.
Yes, good sir. A
Hello,
room
Bert.
for the night.
I don't need a room for the night, but I will buy a drink
Okay.
and a meal.
All right. Chicken or pork tonight?
Ooh, pork.
Pork. All right. Good choice.
I hear times are tough.
Somewhat. Yeah. What do you mean? What did you hear?
Heard that you're having a hard time filling rooms.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of inns in the city. He's kind of looking around, like, to see if anybody else is listening to me or not.
It's okay, Barkeep.
Are we all inside?
Yeah.
Okay, Gully's
We'll walk up
definitely
with.
starting to light incense inside.
So you're
Yeah.
You're just lighting incense.
Saying a
a
small
couple
prayer.
of people are looking a little weirdly at him, but you say it's okay.
It's okay, Barkeep. How much would a room cost for a night?
It's normally 2 silvers a room. Why?
I might be staying.
That would be wonderful.
Order
much?
an ale and a meal
Okay.
as well.
How much for the food and the?
It's a copper or drink, and it's also a copper for the meal.
I'll slide him a gold.
Man,
It's literally all I have. But I'm not gonna ask him to give me 98 copper back. So.
so you give him a gold piece,
Yep.
grabs it. Thank you kindly.
Thank you for the meal.
Are we getting food?
Somewhere,
We are.
all right.
Oh,
A meal for you as well?
yes.
Do you sleep in normal beds?
I do indeed.
Okay. We have rooms. A meal.
I could eat.
Check. So 4 rounds. So he goes back, gets the food, comes back. Just kind of walks through the door. You can kind of see back there that, you know, maybe not as many. Couple people left. They're kind of running around getting stuff together. Maybe less help than he used to have as well.
While he's bringing it out, use minor illusion to make a ball of this crackling, flaming energy in my hand.
Othin rolls his eyes.
Okay, so people are.
Just sitting there watching.
People are
My raven looks at you and says, "Hello."
Okay, so in my mind, never mind. In a second, I'm gonna ask the barkeep where the restroom is.
Okay. The privy.
Yeah.
Okay. So as he comes back with the food, you ask for that. He points you to a around the corner, back down the hallway there.
I'm gonna make my way over there, and on my way, I'm gonna make sure I'm not really around anybody. And in my head, I'm gonna ask May if she's there.
In your head back, you hear, "I'm with you." Yeah.
For the time being, our conversations should be private.
I have a plan.
Very well. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and come back to the group. We can't have it no more of that. Hello. That shit ain't gonna work for me anymore.
All right, so
We're gonna let that shit die, Gideon.
So,
Get
so
going.
when he comes back out and sees you doing that, he's like, "Are you a magician, wizard?
you can say that.
Do you know how to?" He's kind of looking around. He's like,
Do you have a private room where we could talk?
"About what?"
We heard you might have a problem.
How about I pay for my room and you show me where my room would be?
Okay.
I don't know if this is that kind of place, Gideon. I don't know. Maybe it is.
I'm not Mel.
I'd follow him and get into the room.
Okay. So he takes you up
I
the
give him a
stairs.
goal for the room.
Okay. He takes you up the stairs, around, unlocks the door to one room, and shows you a room and says, "Okay, now, what is this about?"
Right, we seriously heard you were having some problems here. Is that on the level?
Yes, but nothing substantiated yet.
Okay, so
Well-
substantiate something for me.
Now's
right
the
now.
time to be crystal clear with us.
Okay.
Or we could just leave.
No, please. All right, it's a couple of weeks ago was the first sign of this. Okay. It was leading up to the tournament. Rooms were starting to fill up. Great time of year. And supposedly a guest may or may not have gone missing. There may not have been blood spatter found outside the door to this person's room, but we couldn't find the body anywhere. The guard, City Watch came, they investigated.
Do you know the name of this person?
The guest who went missing?
Yes.
Yes,
It wasn't the guy that went missing from the tournament, was it?
No,
Yeah, well.
no,
So it was a woman? You just said it was a woman?
no, it was a man. It was Torin. Torin went missing a couple weeks ago, and the City Watch says they think maybe he just wandered off or maybe he was even kidnapped, but they searched the place high and low and no sign of any body, but there was blood spatter on the wall, and I'm telling you, I keep a clean end, okay? It wasn't just random blood spatter, it had to be his.
So you seem really nervous talking about this.
This is my livelihood. I don't want people to not want to stay here. So then another week goes by, and just earlier this week, another person goes missing. Actually, two people, a couple, an older couple that was staying here. And no one can find any sign of them, but there was a pool of blood going to the privy, and I don't know how to explain it. city guard came in again, and then one of them said, maybe your place is haunted. And that started the rumors. And now I'm having a hard time getting people in here.
Well,
This place has been here in my family for 3 generations.
so it means a lot to you.
It does. And I don't want to lose this establishment. It's all I have.
How close, were they different rooms? Was it close to the same room?
No. So, you know, we're 3 stories. The main story is the great room here in the bar and
Okay.
that. And then the next 2 stories are the floors with rooms on it.
Gotcha.
We had one was on the way to the privy here on the first floor, was the just most recent
couple.
one. And the other one was the floor, here we are right here, it was on this floor.
So I don't remember what floor we're at.
The second, you're on the
floor.
second floor, yeah.
So second floor, there was a blood splatter. First floor, there was a trail of blood
Yes.
leading to the privy.
Well, it's maybe
How often does the contents of the privy get cleaned out? So to speak?
Quite often, we take good care here.
Okay.
so.
I'm wondering if you have abilities, maybe you stay the night and stay on watch. I mean, I've got less than 10 patrons besides yourselves. It's a good time as any to investigate.
Well, sounds to me like you're also interested in this being very discreet.
For sure.
There's one thing I know about discretion. It's expensive. Discretion ain't cheap.
I don't have a lot to give, but if you could solve this and make whatever this is go away,
Don't worry, sir. The guard will not let you down on this.
I mean, there's 5 of you. I could probably come up with 100 gold, which would be 20 apiece.
100 gold, we'd definitely do it. 200 gold, we'd keep our mouth shut about it. Afterwards.
Malika.
How about
Malika.
I could do 100.
We're good.
But what about 100 and you keep, if you find anything that belongs to somebody who's not here anymore, you keep it? I mean, let's face it.
I think that should be more than
About
sufficient
150
here.
and we keep what we find.
I
I
don't
could
have.
persuade you to decide.
Make a persuasion check.
Hmm. 14.
14.
Mhm.
120 is all I have. If there were more patrons, I could do more, but that's all I have.
120 plus we keep what we find.
Yes. But you gotta prove to me you get rid of whatever this is.
Well, I'm in.
I'm in.
Gully's still downstairs.
Oh, okay.
He's ministering now, or at least trying to.
I already said we would take care of it.
Okay,
There you
so you 3 are in. Did you go up or you stayed down?
I'm in.
You're in? Okay. So,
Someone extorted.
I'm not surprised.
protection ain't cheap.
True that.
No discretion.
Discretion ain't cheap.
Protection's one thing.
I love it. All right, so
All right.
you guys go back down, you finish your dinner.
Gully
How would
is
you-
handing out incense to patrons.
Who are
There,
just
here
like,
goes your discretion.
like, who is this little gnome like coming up to us with incense? Like,
Have you heard of Our Lady and Savior Lyra?
Yes.
May this and her light keep you safe.
Innkeeper leans into you.
I finished my meal.
Hey,
Let's
please
get
don't
my
scare off the rest. before you solve this case. This gnome is freaking people out.
It's probably starting to
Alright,
get
so
pretty
after
stinky
my
in
meal, I
here.
want to go and help. You said there was someone playing music.
Yes.
I'll go and help him out for that.
Thank
Okay.
goodness I'm a
What are you gonna
halfling.
play?
It's starting to smell up top.
I actually do have a lyre.
Oh. Okay.
Or a mandolin. I don't remember which. I don't remember which I decided on.
Hey, the keep, like, you know, we could back off on the incense a little bit.
Oh,
It's got a very sensitive nose.
oh,
No, I don't.
I'll be sure to apologize
No,
at
it's-
once.
Up there? No, I think I got rid of it because I
I
was
don't
gonna
think any
say no.
apologies are needed.
Okay.
Oh,
Does he have something I can go up there and help him out with though?
It's got a drum.
He's got a drum.
kumbaya.
Anything to help relax the patrons who are.
Roll out performance.
Sure. Uh, 13.
13? Okay. So you kind of ease into it a little bit. At first, it's a little offbeat, a little bit, but then kind of a relaxing drum beat to go along with the music that's being played. He kind of looks over to you, nods, and keeps playing, and seems to set the mood a little bit better. Kind of calms the emotion. A nice little rhythmic drum beat.
I would not have guessed he knew how to do that.
So the evening continues. Patrons begin to retire to their rooms, and that leaves pretty soon. It's just you and a couple of people nursing their beers in the room, and the keeper kind of looks over and says, "So, how do you want to make this all work?"
I think first of all we should.
Do you want to do watches? Do you want to do them down in the main room down here? Or do you want to each take a. Well, we can each take a level, but.
Around what time is it right now?
So it's later into the evening now.
How many
It's
levels are there?
probably right 10
Just
o'clock at
levels,
night.
Three?
So
Unfortunately.
he's got to go with the enchanters.
So you would have done that while he was playing
Yep.
the music. Okay. So we'll go to that real quick then. Yeah. So after working on that, he says we can do it, but the nature of the enchantment is it can be somewhat costly. It is 500 gold to do it, but it can be done. And not only would it come back to you when you throw it, it would come back to you even upon striking something. It would also give it a magical enchantment, which would allow you to strike creatures perhaps not normally able to be struck.
I will definitely get the gold for this,
Okay.
but I do not have it right now.
Okay. So he gives you your boomerang back and says, "Bring it back when we're ready to do it."
All right.
Okay. So now, kind of fast forward. Yeah, we're about 10 o'clock at night. He's trying to give you the layout of the inn. He's like, "Look, there's there's about 9 or 10 rooms per level. It's not that big each level. There is a cellar where I keep my food storage and my casks in that, and then there's the main room that's got the kitchen, the bar, his little office area."
The cellar area, can we investigate that? Can we get a layout of that?
Yeah,
Because that's the first place that I would think.
sure. I mean, nothing's
Possibly
happened
some
down
people-
there, but yeah.
I understand.
Okay. So he'll take you down there if you want.
I just want to look around, see if there's anything that stands out. There may or may not be some passages back there that I'm not necessarily going to draw attention
Okay.
to.
So who's going down to the cellar then?
I'll go with him.
Okay. So you two go down there. He takes you down there. I mean, it's pretty good size. I mean, it spans the whole length of what would be the tavern above it there.
Okay.
And there's a lot of kegs, cases, there's food storage piled up. It's kind of dark in there. He's got, kind of a small lantern that he's kind of walking you around with in there. And doesn't seem to be anything out of the opening, but both you roll perception checks.
Most definitely not. 16.
16. Okay.
I rolled a 4, so.
Okay, so neither of you notice anything out of the ordinary there.
Okay. Nothing stands out. Alright.
How did you hear about this?
I heard about it from an acquaintance who has his ear to several businesses in this area, so he always seems to know what's going on no matter what people want to
It's nice
buy.
to have another source of revenue for our group.
Well, you guys are sitting there, the last of the patrons kind of moseying on up towards their rooms, and just the three of you are now sitting on the main level. And, it's kind of quiet. You hear the doors shut, but then you hear like these creaking floorboards right above your head. Not sure if it's, somebody walking around up there who left their room, but just some creaking on the floor above you.
You guys hear that?
I do.
Are we back?
Is that
No,
where we're
you
back?
guys are down
We're
below.
Okay.
I'll go check it out.
I'll
So
go
you're
with
going
him.
away here?
So you go up by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. So you walk up the stairs, come around the corner, and there's the long hallway. And as you're walking up the stairs, you hear the creaking. As you come around the corner, because it kind of winds around on its way up, it's empty. All the doors are shut. It goes all the way to the end. There's like a stand mirror at the very end of the hallway.
A mirror.
Way at the very end, but you don't see anything. There's like a carpet along the hall as well.
Okay. While I'm standing up there,
And then the stairs continue up again because there's another floor.
after reading through the majority of the tome that I received after my dream, I had this feeling I want to try something and kind of cut my hand over my mouth and say, Shazer, can you hear me? And cast message to Shazer.
Okay. So, Shazer, you hear
Got kind of walkie-talkie now.
Shazer, can you hear me? Well, yeah, I think he's still within range.
I'm gonna repeat, or I'm gonna say back, yeah, loud and clear.
So you threw your short piece of copper wire.
Yeah.
So he does not have to follow a
You gotta
straight
say
line,
over
travels
when you're
freely around corners.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're not good, buddy.
Wait, are you saying that out loud?
Yep.
You're saying that out loud?
So he says that out loud and you hear that.
Like-
Yeah, I hear you. And you're like, what?
I didn't say anything.
And I just like, wow, this is crazy. Here, come up here.
Coming. I'll just walk away, not say anything to Goalie.
So then he starts walking up the stairs and you're left in this room by yourself. And you hear back in the kitchen,
Place is haunted.
Oh, yeah.
you hear like this thumping.
Guys?
No one.
You're in the room
You're
by
in the room
yourself.
alone. There's some people who went down below to the cellar, and these people went up the stairs.
Yep.
Gully's relighting his incense.
Okay.
He knew this was a mistake.
They're just waiting there
He's going to go a little closer.
to the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The thumping gets louder.
Hello?
And it stops.
Do you need assistance?
No answer. So there's like one of those, it's like a door and there's like a little window so you could look through the window to the door if you want. One of those.
Is
that
there like a
just
stool or
pushes
something
up.
he
How
can?
high is this
Yeah,
window?
you would need to go get the stool from behind the bar.
He'll do that.
Okay.
Eh.
So as you're pushing the stool against there, and you go to, right as you're going to step on it, you hear, roll a dexterity check to see if you fall off the stool.
19.
19. You're able to hold it, but something like whacked the door
Nice.
really hard.
You seem angry.
Nothing else.
He's fumbling for his holy water.
You peer through.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just the dark kitchen. You see large countertop. You see empty pots that were put away. Some scrubbed hastily. They're still drying. But you see no one.
He's gonna get down and open the door a little bit.
Okay. Appears to be empty. But it's a big, dark kitchen, so it's hard to see. And there's a door through the kitchen.
Are there any candles or anything on the bar or near the bar? He'll grab one of those and
Okay.
poke in.
Okay, so you kind of poke in and you don't see anything. And like, how far in do you go? It's a pretty
I
big
don't know.
kitchen. Like, where if it
5,
was
10
full, I think
feet.
it could have 7, 8 people working in there.
5-10 feet.
Okay, so it's 5, 10 feet. You got your candle. You hear banging from the next door beyond.
He's gonna cautiously move forward.
Okay, you kind of keep going. Roll a perception check.
10.
10. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. So as he's investigating this, you guys down below did hear this bang, the last bang. It was a pretty loud thud, and he kind of looks up and he's like, I've heard that before. I'm not sure what.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs. We hightail it upstairs.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys come up the stairs into the main area there, and there's no one in the room.
Great.
It's like, where'd your
No,
friends
this is
go?
not good.
Do we notice anything?
We do have a tendency of wandering.
Okay, as long as you guys figure this out.
So we see incense burning again? Because he lit incense? So
Yes.
Any lights through any windows or anything that we would see fading out?
Okay, roll me, Dolly, roll me a listen check, please.
18.
Okay, so you hear two different things. You hear them out in the common room, and then you hear Malika on the other side of that door. You heard the bump from. Golly, I need your help, but be very quiet about it.
He will move forward.
Which way? Back toward the voices or
Back,
towards?
back to Malika.
Okay, so that's the room you haven't gone into yet.
Okay.
Okay.
He'll peer in.
So you go up to that doorway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Malika? Oh.
Here.
He'll.
So you open the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Go ahead and just roll up another character.
This like something lashes out and just swings by you, like missing whatever it is in the darkness, but you feel the wind as something like reached to grab you and somehow missed. And it's just pitch black in there.
You're not Malika.
Okay, what do you do?
He's gonna back out of there.
Okay. Like when you say back
out
out,
of it.
like
Back out and then try to back out of the
Like-
kitchen. Yeah.
head all the way back out
Yeah.
to the main room where these guys are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you do. You back out with his candle. He comes
Oh,
like bolting
guys,
through the
guys.
door.
We're
Why?
It's
why are you my
it's in there.
kitchen.
It's in there.
What do you
They
mean?
tried to grab me.
we have any more candles or torches?
Sounds like Malika.
I've
What?
got candles.
Is Malika playing games again?
Oh, I mean, I don't think so.
Shades and I are just upstairs talking.
I used prestidigitation.
I'll go check it out.
Light some candles.
I'm like, hey,
Okay.
you heard that?
Go.
I did.
I think I might be able to.
Okay, so you guys are
Send
gonna go
messages.
back and explore. Yeah, what are you guys doing upstairs?
Yeah. Want to go check out that mirror?
I'd love to.
Down at the end of the
I
hall
mean,
there?
that's a roll to make here, man.
Okay. Are you guys walking like side by side? Is one in front of the other?
Side by side.
It's like
we're
The
just
Shining.
we're just like Scooby and Shags in it.
Oh yeah.
So just off on our own, screwing around.
So as you get to the end of the hallway,
Right.
Come back to the same.
like, do you have any kind of light, or are you just walking in the dark?
We're in the
I
kitchen.
have dark vision.
Okay, you have dark
I have
vision.
60 feet of dark
Do
vision.
you have dark vision? No.
No.
Okay. So are you just kind of like walking like a blind guy, or are you gonna light a light and blind him in his dark vision?
I'm just gonna, as we're walking by, I'm just gonna grab Malika's hand and say I can't see anything.
Oh, I
Just
got-
hold
I
him
got
while
you,
I'm
man.
walking.
Okay.
I think the darkness is your ally.
All right. So you
Get
get
to would you like some candles?
you get towards the end of that hall.
Yep.
Okay. Roll a perception check, just you, because you're the one that can see.
Okay. Why, thank you, sir.
Ooh. You fucking don't want to use that.
That's a 6.
That's terrible.
So you're looking in the mirror, and for a second, you swear that Shazer did not look like Shazer in the mirror. Like, and then you look back again and it's Shazer. But you saw like this gaunt, like undead looking like creature that's holding on to your hand. And then you look again, you're like, what? And you're like, oh, okay, never mind.
In the mirror.
But you swear for a second when you looked, like, that was some creepy stuff, and it was Shazer.
Did you change your image like I do?
No, I can't do that. Why? What's going on?
I looked in the mirror and he looked like dead.
Dead?
Yeah. All jacked up.
That's crazy.
It,
I love
It
that.
flickers again, and there it is again. And like you, like for a second, kind of like shiver because like this skeletal hand of Shazer is holding your hand. But then again, it's just Shazer.
Eldritch Blast.
The mirror.
Yes.
Okay. When in doubt, Eldritch Blast.
Yep.
He said the mirror? What, is he gonna Eldritch Blast me?
You might.
Would you really put?
I was gonna say, would it be the first time?
13. That's a 7, right?
Hmm?
Yeah,
13. Okay, so it hits the mirror and shatters the mirror.
Okay.
You guys hear this mirror shatter up above, and he's like, "I've never heard that before in my head. What's going on?"
Run upstairs.
You guys go run upstairs. A couple people poke their heads out. What the hell's
Back in
going
your room.
on
Get
out
back in
there?
your room.
What the heck is going on here?
I shut the door on the way by.
I don't think
For
these are
people
peaceful
who are
spirits.
pulling their door.
Yeah, when I hear him coming up the stairs, I'd hold my hand out and charge up Eldritch Blast. Wait till I see what comes around the corner.
So you come around the corner, see broken glass at the end of the hall, see this glowing hand of Malika.
I fucking wish you would.
Here we go again.
He pulls his two swords.
I chuckle to myself and bring the hand down. Othan! I was a sketchy mirror up here, man.
used to be a sketchy nerd.
Well, you know.
For a guy who's just discovering his powers, you seem to whip him out pretty frequently.
You said there was. You said he was.
He
was in there.
He told me he needed help.
Oh, he obviously needs help.
So you three are upstairs.
What's
What was
going on
up in here?
downstairs?
Just some banging.
I don't think there's anything else here.
Gully did
I looked
say
in the
that,
mirror and I saw like
that you called him into another room
that I did.
and that something tried to grab him.
You know, now that you say that, like I messaged Shazer, like I was talking to him and he heard me, but in his head, and he came upstairs. Like I think it's a new ability, but I didn't say anything to Gully. Do you think it's the new ability?
I have no idea what you're dabbling in these days.
I don't know, but it's pretty cool.
I go to the kitchen door.
So while they're doing that, what are you two doing? So you go back into the kitchen?
I'll sheath my
I
swords.
go to the kitchen door
Okay.
and open
There's
it.
a stool in the way of it.
I don't know if I have the strength to move the stool, but I'm gonna push it aside.
Okay.
Should I roll?
No.
Okay.
You push in that stool.
I got the candles that I lit, and I'm looking in the kitchen. Where was it?
It's through the kitchen into that door over there.
So then you hear right behind you, the owner all of a sudden is like real close to you. That's like where I live back there. What do you mean there's something in my room?
Is there something else that lives in there?
No.
There's something in there.
No. There better not be. Can you go find out?
Yes, we will go find out.
So Gully has his holy water in one hand and the candle in the other.
Shaking.
Yeah, he is terrified.
Okay.
We're gonna go towards the door.
Okay.
Is it closed now?
It's
Or
closed,
It's closed now.
It's closed.
Did you close that door?
It all happened so fast, I don't even remember. I think it swings.
The first one swings. This
Oh.
one did not.
Oh no, I may have.
You're a cleric.
I just ran.
I need to help him get vengeance.
Okay.
Trust.
I'm gonna use magic. I'm telling this to the owner.
May Lyra's light
Okay,
guide us.
don't
I
blow.
don't care if
My
you need to
room.
help
No,
him
I'm
get
not.
vengeance.
My compatriots.
But
I'm
you're
gonna
starting
use
to weird me out.
prestidigitation
Okay.
to open the door.
Okay.
Birds are
And it
different.
opens
I'll tell you
inward.
what.
It's pitch black in
I
there.
need to make money.
He's like, it's a hall, and in that hall it leads to my bedroom and my washroom.
Okay. Let's go over towards the door.
It's like bad grandpa or bad Santa.
There's like portraits on the wall. Looks like maybe old family and things like that, but otherwise it looks like an empty hallway.
As long as it looks like an empty hallway, I'd be looking towards the walls though, because I'd be looking for anything.
Just pictures hanging from the walls.
Gotcha.
I know something tried to grab Gully downstairs. We should probably go down
And
there.
then at the end of it, are there
Try to stay together.
places
I don't think
for
there's
candles
anything
or
else up
lights or anything?
Yeah, there's a little sconce you can
But there's
we'll
yours
put
up
a couple
in here.
candles in.
We'll definitely put a couple candles in
Okay.
those. so
Yeah,
they have
he's
some.
he's right there with you, lighting it up. He's
I
like,
want
And he
lighting
was
here.
reaching out and holding on to my hand.
Okay, the washroom's very small. My bedroom's not that much bigger, but there's no way there's anything in there.
I'm going
I'm gonna
downstairs.
use prestidigitation to
Open.
no,
So
to
they're on
Mage
either
now
side of
to
the
use his
hall.
mage hand
walkie-talkies again.
to open whatever door would be on the left first.
The washroom.
I don't know which is which.
Try to
Okay.
talk to them.
Seems empty.
And then we're gonna open the other.
Mm-hmm.
And that's his bedroom, just a bed, a little dresser, a little stand, there's a little mirror in there. And that's it.
Cast a message and send it to Gideon. Gideon.
Hang on I don't think that one's gonna get home.
I just say, Gideon. Gideon, can you hear me?
Alright.
He does
Look
not.
at the washroom first.
Okay.
Just go in and actually
There's a
search around.
little bowl, it looks like, where he can wash himself. There's a bucket of water there. Privy area. That's it.
I'll head down.
Then go towards his room then.
Okay. He's already in there with the candle. He's like, there's nothing in here.
We're going downstairs. to
It's
find
hiding.
Okay. Huh?
It's hiding.
Where's it gonna hide? If it's a ghost, does it go through
I
walls?
wonder if he'll respond if you tell him we're down here.
I don't know if that's something he would know or not.
Arcana check.
Yeah, I would say Arcana for.
Natural 20.
Wow.
Let's go.
24.
Gideon, what about you? Gully, you know that there are creatures that not just go bump in the night, but there
21.
are. So you both know, but you know there are creatures that can mimic sounds. You know there are creatures that can go through walls. There are creatures that can pass because they're not of this world. So you're very, very aware that these types of creatures exist.
Yes, they can travel.
It's possible.
Okay, so can you light some of that weird shit and make it go away?
Oh, it's out in the main room.
Okay,
He left all of his stuff out there, I'm assuming.
okay. So as you guys are coming down the stairs, everything goes really eerily quiet. And all of a sudden, the room below goes dark. And there were lanterns lit down in the main room, and it's pitch black as you walking down. It doesn't affect you. You don't have dark vision, and you don't have dark vision, so you both notice that immediately. Down the stairs, the main room has gone.
I
pitch
immediately
black.
unsheath my short swords.
Okay.
I have a torch.
You light it.
Yep.
Okay. So you pull out your torch in here. Big torch flares up, kind of messes with your dark vision a little bit there. You're kind of like, thanks for that, Shazer.
So, do I see anything?
See a dark, dark room.
Like, Gully. Gideon?
Who's in what order are you coming down the stairs? Who's first, who's second, who's third?
I would say Othan would have came up behind us in that hallway upstairs, so he'd be first, and then
So who's second, who's third?
I'll go
You're probably
second.
side by side, maybe, or
No, stairs are a little narrower.
I got second.
okay.
So Shazer, you're third.
Yep.
Shay's got a torch behind us.
Yep.
Shazer, you're lighting your torch and walking down the stairs. Something comes flying out and like it's like a glass pitcher and it crashes into you. You take 3 points of damage. And you look up. You don't see where it came from. And you guys hear this like he's like ah, and he gets hit in the head with his like pitcher.
What was that?
I don't know.
Gully? Gideon?
How loud do you say that?
Loud.
Okay. You might hear the faint sound of somebody shouting.
I'm gonna use.
There it is again.
No, but I heard it this time.
Out in the kitchen,
Let's head in that direction.
as you guys are walking back in the kitchen, you hear Othan, need a little help in the kitchen.
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy and make my voice louder and say, "Guys, we need you in the main room."
Wait, you said that's what?
Yes, it was Malachi saying he needed help and to be quiet.
And you guys are
And
in
I-
that
and I
hallway
was
right
quiet.
outside the kitchen when you both heard that. And the
When I
owner,
heard-
the owner
when I
of the
heard
inn is
that-
like, hey, if it's okay to you guys, I'm gonna stay in my room. I don't want to be dealing with this.
Stay behind us.
We can't protect you if you're not with us.
I've never been attacked in here. I don't think I will be, but I don't want to go anywhere. I'm gonna stay in my room.
I am gonna hand him some of the holy water.
Okay, one of the flasks.
If anything comes in,
Okay,
try to splash some of this on there.
got it. Okay. So you guys are walking that hall towards the kitchen. You guys yelled. You heard him yell, "Guys, we need help!" And that was pretty loud. Like other patrons open the door up above, like "Shut up!" and close the door again.
Oh, goodness gracious, this is gonna end badly.
And I yelled and told them we're in the common room.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try message again.
Okay. To who?
Gideon,
This time he would hear
Gideon, can
you.
you hear this?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Alright, we're in the main room.
We're
I think
in a
I can-
room
I
off
think I
the
can-
side of the kitchen.
Who are you talking to? Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Malika.
It's Malika. Sorry. It's Malika.
I'd say, hey, I think I can talk through walls now.
I don't hear him.
It's a magic thing.
Hey, we're out in the main room. Meet up out here.
Alright, we're about to open the door. When you hear screaming, if you could please help, that would be awesome. Head towards the kitchen.
Roger that.
So you
Hey,
open
they
the
said
door.
they're gonna open a door, and if we hear screaming, we should head to help them.
Wonder if
Which
there's
probably
gold
means
in
we
it.
should just head there now.
I opened the door.
And that's where we're gonna take our break. For this.
Let's go.
Welcome back to Great Chaos. When we left off recently in the break, we had the party separating themselves, and one group was getting ready to go back into the kitchen while the other group was in the great room. So we'll bring it back to the whole group and see what happens.
Door open, candles in.
Okay, so you guys open the door, and it's just this, again, pitch black kitchen. You know, you're holding this to see what's going on.
Othin.
Do I hear that?
No, he's kind of whispering. He's not saying it too loud.
Guys, this way.
So you definitely hear that.
Alright, I'm gonna head that way.
So you open the kitchen door. So you guys are now seeing each other in this big empty kitchen.
What?
Was good, gang.
Other than
It knows our voices.
what felt different, can you please tell us when you do new weird stuff? That would be cool.
Oh, you mean the message?
Yes.
You were whispering for help.
We've heard different voices.
I didn't whisper for help.
Then you were whispering.
I didn't hear you. I did hear you.
I heard you.
You heard me. I didn't say nothing.
I didn't
heard
hear
you
Shazer.
say whispering for help.
I don't whisper for help.
You hear behind
You
you.
should know that, Gideon.
Did you get it? Is it dead?
Not yet.
I think we're beyond that.
Okay.
Did we find something?
We ain't
Gideon.
found. I mean,
Gideon says it knows our voices.
What knows our voices?
There's something here that knows your voices.
Something where? There?
in
there.
this place.
And then it was coming from what sounded like in here.
What the heck happened to your head?
Nothing.
You got kind of some
Yeah.
scratches.
Just
some-
something
Shazer, you're
came at me.
bleeding.
I didn't see it. I saw nothing. It just
Okay.
I got hit and it was gone.
I heard it, but he said he didn't know what it was.
Golly is gonna do a little healing word on Shazer. You get 8 hit points back. You were bleeding.
Not anymore.
No, I didn't need all that, but all right. I could have just touched
At
myself.
this point,
Right,
it's,
so-
it's getting closer to midnight. It's getting late.
The weirdest cleric.
No,
Is there another
to
door?
heal
The
myself.
weirdest cleric.
So on this main floor, you guys have kind of searched the
You
main
notice
floor.
Every time it gets dark.
They've searched the cellar.
Yes.
Every time it gets dark.
Yes. I propose we all stay in the same room.
Okay.
The rooms are a bit smaller. You know, you want to go up and look at the rooms
Or
you
maybe
were assigned?
we
I can show you the rooms that you were assigned if you want to look at
So
them.
you mean the main room?
I would be fine with that.
We could stay up in the main room.
I'm getting you want to snuggle?
I'm good, thanks.
Alright.
So you're gonna try to just sleep in the common room?
That's normal, right?
Good
Honestly,
Malik.
if you ever slept in the barracks next to any of these guys,
Malik is trying to snuggle with
it'd be fun.
I mean, it's uncomfortable wooden chairs and tables. It's up to you, though.
I'll sleep on a
I've
table.
also camped with these guys. I'm just saying.
While they're talking, I'm just gonna walk over and just lay on a table, like flat.
Are the tables like picnic tables? Yeah.
No.
Do they have
They're
like?
bar tables?
Yep. I'm just
Okay.
gonna.
I mean, I personally didn't get a meal or a room.
You were all
You guys
you
can
were
do-
all
you guys
given
can do whatever
rooms.
you want.
You were all given rooms when you agreed to help.
I'll just hang out here.
I'm afraid if we don't stay together, we're gonna have the same problem again.
We will. I guarantee it.
There's like a crashing on the floor above you.
I'm just
Please
gonna
tell me you heard that.
scream.
That was like for
I
real.
heard that.
We can keep running up and down the stairs chasing chasing noises.
Ah, we need to bring it to us.
Yeah. Pretty certain something's running us around right now.
Like bait.
You hear a scream from up above.
Oh, that's a little bit more immediate, though.
That will require some attention.
Let's go.
Run upstairs.
Yep,
So
right
up the
behind him.
stairs
As fast
you
as
run.
my little fleety feet will take me.
Wish I had my Scooby-Doo music with me as you
Right.
charge up the stairs.
I'm gonna stay here.
What
So
light
you're
are we
gonna stay in the
using?
main
I'm
room?
gonna point one hand at the doorway and one hand at the stairs.
What
Crackling energy just rolling through my fingers.
What's our light source right now?
What is your light source? You had a torch. You
Am I
still have a
using my torch?
Yeah.
All right. I'm
Yeah, candle's not gonna survive.
while we're
running.
walking up. I'm just gonna use thaumaturgy to have my torch just flicker the flame
Okay.
like 4 times. Just flicker it and just then brighten up again.
Okay. There's a patron out in the hallway who's like, "Durr, durr," and other people are kind of like poking their head out, like, what's going on? He's like, "What?
Everyone in your rooms, what did you see? Words.
Bye."
Useful words.
I'm gonna run in with my swords.
Into his room.
Yeah.
Okay.
What direction is he pointing?
Into his room.
Okay.
So you burst into this room, and it's a bed. There's a little washstand. There's a little closet, and there's a painting on the wall, and it's got several figures on it. And he's like, one of the figures attacked me, and he's got like claw marks on his arm.
Gully will take a look at his claw marks.
Take my short sword, and I'm gonna touch it to the canvas.
So he's one of the richer patrons who happens to have this room on the end over here.
This one?
Yes.
Oh. There's some nice enough to have some wall art.
He's like,
One morning.
I'm not staying here at this. I want my money back. Where's the damn innkeeper?
Uh-oh.
We'll get you covered. Don't worry about that, sir. What being from the painting attacked to you?
One of the people in there. And I mean, it's a picture of like 5 people kind of gathered around like a campfire. Looks like it's like almost like a traveling group in a picture, meant to just bring some life to the room a little bit. But he says one of them turned, looked at him, and then reached out of the painting and scratched him.
I don't think that's
I'm gonna put
possible.
my short sword up to the painting,
Okay.
touch it,
Everything appears to be
and slowly run my blade across it.
like cutting into it, or okay. So you kind of cut the paint,
Are there any mirrors in this room?
huh? There's not. Okay. So this is the floor that your beds are on too. So
Which wall is the painting on?
you guys have the rooms on the opposite side there.
Those tiny
We got
rooms.
The
little-
tiny rooms he gave each of you. Yeah.
Tiny rooms. Which wall is the painting on?
So it's on the same one as the chair that's got the stool.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna go into the room on the
that
other
room?
side.
Okay. So it's like a storage room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's like a room. It's got like a wash tub in it and things like that.
Anything hanging on the walls? Any?
No, there's some
one of my
some,
first reflexes is I want to turn all the paint in the
That-
mirrors.
some buckets.
Did you
some,
tell us you were
That's
staying
not a bad
back?
idea, actually.
some crates in the corner and that, but no.
Thanks. I'm just gonna look around
All right, I'm
and
gonna
say,
go down to the other room on the other side.
Okay, so
And
hold
knock
on,
on
what
the
are you
door.
doing, Wallace?
I'm looking around and saying like, where'd Malika go? He didn't come with us?
He's not up
He
here.
didn't come up here.
Oh no.
I thought we were staying together.
We were.
I'm just standing.
I'm just gonna
Starting energy in one hand and then running it through my arm to the other hand.
turn and just walk back to the main room.
You having a moment?
So as you're down there all alone in the dark, you hear coming from the kitchen.
From the kitchen. Alright, I'll go towards the voice.
Okay. So as
Maybe
you
I
get
can get another tome.
as you get right up by the door with the window, where that window is where you can look in, do you look in or do you
Yeah.
open the door?
Look in there.
As you look in, sound right inside that room. Hello!
Eldritch Blast.
Like the door or
Yeah.
what? The door just like a hole explodes into the part of the door. Roll an attack roll and then roll damage. Let's see what the attack. I mean, anything but a 1, you're hitting me.
17.
Okay, roll damage on the door.
Do you think we're gonna hear this?
I guess it's
14.
Okay, so you blast half the door, just explodes through, and this light lights up this dark kitchen for a moment, and then just kind of goes quiet again. But you guys hear this explosion down below.
As I'm walking down, use thaumaturgy again, make my voice louder and say, Malika, I'm coming!
Okay, so you definitely hear that.
I'm good down here. Thought I heard something, but
So,
Broken mirror, sliced painting, broken door.
Good news, we saved your end. The bad news is the end's gone.
Let's just burn the bitch down.
hey, we never said we'd preserve the end. Said we would eliminate the issue.
And be quiet.
I
You are not being quiet.
did not say I'd be quiet about it. I said I wouldn't talk about it afterwards. Once the deed is done, we would not discuss it.
Yeah, first rule of Fight Club.
That's great. Yeah. There's a discretion.
Alright, so you guys are
It was
upstairs.
promised for future discretion.
You hear that. He yells, I'm good. So, what are you doing upstairs?
I'm gonna go to the next room.
So, you're going to and just knocking on the door, or what? 'Cause they're all
I'm not
occupied.
gonna just barge in. I'm gonna knock on the door.
Okay. So, this person opens their door, they're like, yes?
You need to check your room out.
What? Why do you mean? Who are you?
Excuse me.
It's like, listen here, little man.
I'm
Who
gonna
are
straight
you?
between his legs.
Roll an acrobatics check.
17.
Okay, you are between his legs.
I hope he's wearing like a long night shirt. So you have to.
Just smack.
pardon me, sir. This is just a routine inspection. We'll be in and out of here real quick.
What is going on?
Any mirrors or paintings on the wall?
There are paintings on either wall.
Yeah,
on the
but we
sides.
flip those over for you, please.
No, we're gonna go ahead and cut them.
No, we're gonna flip. I am flipping one over while he cuts the other.
And when he flips it over, I'll just cut it from the back.
Most expensive investigation ever. Okay. So you cut his paintings, and he's like,
Just trying to
Was
help
that-
the guild out.
"Was this necessary?"
Very.
Happy place. Happy place.
Better safe than
Happy
sorry.
place.
Sir,
Happy
you've
place.
heard no strange noises or seen anything?
Yeah, whatever the hell that guy screaming out in the hallway went.
Right back out between his legs into the next room.
Roll another acrobatics
The
check.
university.
Oh, there we go. 23.
Right through his legs. Yeah.
Just baseball slides.
She's just like, what is going on? There's a circus in my
That's
room.
happening. Boop.
I'll be talking to the owner.
Yes. Yes.
Knocking on the next door.
You will.
Okay. Nobody answers.
I'm gonna open
Okay. So the door is locked.
and knock again. Louder.
No answer.
Thieves'
Move on to the.
So you're gonna try to pick the lock?
Mhm.
Okay, roll.
What do you? Oh,
We're investigating. Natural one, but I get to roll.
Oh, I know. So bad.
Natural 20!
Oh, that was amazing. This is no longer
The highs and lows.
no, this is
Okay.
breaking and entering.
It's not. Nobody said anything.
He did.
Somebody accidentally locked it on the way
We're
out.
essentially raping
So
and pillaging as
you
we go through this.
Technically,
You
you
finesse this lock
Until
and it
he
springs
enters.
and the door
Then he's
opens
breaking.
and there is
then breaking.
Okay.
what looks to
That's
be
completely
a
different.
higher lord, so to speak. Not one of the highest lords of the city, but definitely somebody of nobility there. And he is going to town on this barmaid gal, and he's like, "What the fuck? What the hell?"
Are there any paintings on the wall?
Yes!
I'm gonna cut the paintings.
Nothing to see here, sir.
Yep.
You just roll in and start. So
I'm walking back down to the freaking common room.
he
I'm
pulls
not
out
even-
as you're
I'm-
doing this because he's.
Oh.
No need. Carry on. This will just be a second. I'm gonna cut the paintings. Walk
Is this where
out.
babies come from?
Lock the door.
Roll another check to lock this door.
I rolled a 4. So,
So you break the lock.
well, I get to add my dexterity check, right? Because I'm proficient with thieves' picks.
Yes.
So, what do I add? My stealth
Proficiency
side
bonus.
or just my.
Double your proficiency,
Proficiency
bonus.
bonus.
Okay, so that's
Just 3.
6. So I got 10.
Okay, so you don't break it, but you definitely struggle and don't get it locked again.
It's good enough. We're gonna go cross the street, across the hallway to the next room.
Okay.
I feel like these paintings are gonna.
I've already walked
Channel.
down. I've walked down.
So you walk down.
I'm not.
Gully's gonna walk down here. And
So
try to.
I will say this. So Malika, you were given a room up on the 3rd level. The other 4 of you, those are each yours, just because you were the last one to get a room. So those last 4 rooms are each yours.
Oh, I just walk in and
So
there's
which
no
one?
paintings. Right? Well, the first one I'm gonna hit is the one ready to cross
That
the
one
hall.
is occupied.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
No answer.
Is it locked?
You try it.
Yeah.
Door opens. It's pitch black in there.
Just run in and wave your swords around.
Yep. I'm gonna just look for paintings.
Oh, that works too.
Okay. So who's up there?
Oh boy.
You're up there. You
I'm
went
up
back
I was
down,
gonna
you're
walk-
down. You went back down.
I
Yep.
was gonna walk just to the end of the hall so I could still see him, but
Okay. So you're there. Okay. So you're in this pitch black room. What are you doing? Trying to feel your way about, or what?
Well, I didn't think of that. There's no windows here.
It's pitch
No,
black.
my lord.
It's pitch
I
black.
only know freaking
Barmaid.
wench in here.
Barmaid.
Barmaid. Have to be proper. Sorry.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna just start with my short sword around the room, seeing if I feel any paintings.
I believe it's Engineer of Refreshment.
I like that.
Roll a acrobatics check.
17.
Okay, so you're kind of fumbling your way around, and then you feel like you bump up against the bed, and you feel something wet on the bed. And you feel like your hand is now wet with something from touching
Well, that's
the
never
bed.
good. I'm gonna back out into the hallway.
Okay. Your hand is covered in blood,
All right, I'm gonna grab one of the
like a torch up the.
a torch off the.
There's
wall
like little
spots.
lanterns.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk into the room.
Okay. So on the left bed there, like there's a body on the bed and there's blood all around it.
All right, I'm gonna find a clean spot and wipe my hand off.
Okay.
Does
Get all the
Gully
blood
see
off.
On the
this?
left, but no, you're down. You're way down here. So let's
Okay.
go ahead
Yeah.
and put
Come
your.
out, you see him
If
come
you wouldn't
out, grab
mind,
the
put
torch
your
and go
put your
back in.
mini in the room, and then Gully, put your mini on the end of the
Oh, that's Shazer.
shazer.
Who's this?
Me.
That's Gideon. No.
Oh, nice.
Gully is right there. So put him in that room if you would, and then put Gideon. You put Gully all the way at the end of the hall. Here you go.
I'm gonna let out a whistle.
And then that is actually down below, so you can put the other minis in the down below part. Yeah, it's just letting you know that it's down there.
I don't know. Oh, he's over there. He's actually probably closer to the stairs.
Thank you.
I'm gonna whistle.
Okay. So you hear a whistle, Gully.
Actually,
Okay.
no. I know Gully's the only one up here, so I'm gonna yell
Okay.
that I got something.
So do you want to go check that now?
Yeah.
I hopefully it said it loud enough that they
So-
won't be able to hear downstairs.
No. So he starts
No.
walking.
10, 25.
Yep.
Do I get all the way down there?
Yeah, I mean, if you're rushing, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
He hasn't rolled for initiative yet.
So
I'm just waiting for
Gully
it.
gets in there.
Alright, we have a dead body.
he rushes to the bed.
I did not do this. This is already here.
And he's going to check to see if the body is alive or.
That body is not alive.
What about the other bed?
What about it?
Is there anything in that bed?
You want to investigate it?
Oh yeah.
Nobody else is around me, right?
No.
Actually, well, we're both down there.
Down there with me?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
went down to the main room because he was running into.
He's in the other room though.
Oh, okay. I went down
But
to the,
I'm,
to the main room.
I'm on my way to the other room.
So he's gonna be over here.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I'm in the
You
room where
guys took my arm away.
I'm in the room where I heard the hello, right?
Yeah, you went to the kitchen.
Oh, there it is.
Okay. I think I'll drop to my knees. I'll close my eyes, try to focus, and then begin speaking Abyssal.
Okay.
In Abyssal, I will say, "Who are you, and why are you here?"
Okay. You don't hear any retort. So what are you guys doing? I'm sorry.
We're looking at the other bed.
So you go. Well, who? You're
He-
looking at the dead body.
Yeah, he's saying a prayer and sprinkling herbs on it. Trying
Are we
to.
cooking it? What's up with the-
And you what? Like when you
I'm
say you're
helping the
investigating the bed,
transition.
how are you investigating the bed?
I'm just looking to see if there's another body in that other bed.
Oh, there's no body in there.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
That's. What about any paintings on the walls?
There's one on the opposite side, like by the bed, that doesn't have a.
Dead
I'm gonna go ahead and give that the oath and treatment.
So you're gonna walk over there to do that. Okay. As you do. Need you to roll a surprise check for me, which
Would I be surprised though? I've literally been cutting every painting thinking there's something going on with these things.
nothing with the painting.
Oh. I rolled a 17.
Okay.
What am I adding to this? What is this?
I'll add your dexterity.
Perception, or-
Well,
Tell
yeah,
me to
go ahead
move
and
if
add
I get in your
perception.
way.
Do you have any-
You're good.
A 19?
Okay. So I'll say you're not surprised, but if you wouldn't mind, that bed becomes that
Oh,
Oh.
boy.
Oh.
in its initiative.
Beautiful.
Is this thing lashing? You're cutting the painting, and this thing
You,
lashes
right?
out into you.
Merrick? Yeah.
Oh boy.
Gully's actually over here.
Yeah, put yourself as far away as possible.
No, it's
He
he's.
said actually I was downstairs.
I was checking the body.
I think I was outside.
Yeah.
I actually think
so
I
it
lashed
lashes out
to the
at
barracks
you.
a long time ago.
Armor class 22.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. So,
What is your shield right now? Get to your armor class.
+2.
Oh, sorry, shields are practically the same.
alright, you take 14 points of damage
the
as
one
this
that you-
bed just bites down on you. Phil, I need you to also make a surprise check.
What am I adding? Or is it just a straight roll? It's a 13.
What's your perception?
2, 1.
1?
Yes.
Okay, so you are surprised this round. So you're like, this bed just came alive and just chomped into Othin. Alright, so it's gonna be, now it's initiative. So the first round.
So I was
we'll
surprised
skip you.
with it?
No, he
No,
was
you weren't
surprised, you
surprised,
were
though.
not. But this thing did this while you were cutting the painting. So that
Oh,
was its
okay.
free round. So now it's initiative.
You just looked at it like seen this
So
before.
you're still gonna roll initiative, you're just surprised for the first round.
Okay.
I got a 7.
I have a 7 as well.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you go before me though.
This creature goes first. The walking bed. Alright. So you're both 7, but Othin higher dexterity?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright. So then, like, you see it lash out with one of the bed legs, and it also tries to bite him. Okay.
So, at what point do we hear a bed lurch up?
You hear some
and
scuffling from
screaming.
up above. Do you scream?
Probably not.
No?
Probably just.
Gully probably
I'm,
would,
probably,
but
I'm
So
ready.
Gully
For,
maybe screams.
I'm ready for
Probably.
So
combat.
you hear a little bit of a scream. You guys are probably 2 full rounds at least from there, because you're gonna have to go all the way to the stairs, then all the way up over there. I would say it's gonna take 3 rounds to get there.
Gideon, did you go to Malika?
So it's gonna take
I was
Malika.
just- I
Malika's
was
4 rounds. You guys were down below. Malika's all the way over in the kitchen. He's 4 rounds away.
Right, that's
But you
that's where I was
all
on my
hear-
way when I
right.
left though.
You all hear
Okay,
the
so
scream.
you were going to Malika?
Yeah.
So you 2 are 4 rounds away.
I
say.
was.
You're 3
I was
rounds
just
away.
going to the freaking main room.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to
So I was
Malika.
sick of the
So-
paintings being cut up.
Othin, a 17 and 13.
The 17 hits.
17 hits. Okay, so
I'll be on my way back.
Who's on my
what
list?
race are you?
Speaking
What's
of
your
missile.
character?
5
What
points
race is
in
your
this
character?
bed leg, like
Can
it's
I
a
do that?
sticky substance. It like attaches itself to you, and you're now attached to this bed leg. It's your round.
Alright. Oop. Natural 20.
You didn't even have to roll a 1 to get
Would
that
you
one.
have counted that?
Yeah. I mean, I would have. I rolled it. It fell out of my hand
Okay.
right where I was gonna.
All right, that hits.
So how do you do it? You just double the first dice, or do you?
Yes, double the dice and then add your modifier.
11 points.
11 points. Okay.
That was my first attack.
Okay.
21. That's
Yeah, that hits.
9 points,
Okay.
and I'm going to. That's it. That's all I'm
Okay.
gonna do.
All right. This is the round of surprise for Gully. You just screamed out. Rest of you roll initiative as well to be added to this, please.
11.
21.
Okay, so 20 to 25. Shazer's
21.
okay. 15 to 20.
17.
Okay. 10 to 15.
11.
11. Okay.
And is it this first round of combat or the next
So
round?
this
that I
is
get
the
to start
first
running?
round. You just heard him scream on his turn. So that's where you could take off running.
Okay.
So that's one round of running, which with your full dash is what? 60 feet?
Well,
30, but or it's up to you. Or you
well, can I use my cunning action to add an extra dash to that?
Yes. So I would say you can probably get there at the end of 2 rounds then instead of 1. Or I'm
Okay.
sorry, instead of 3. So, okay. So you start running. Do you both as well start running?
I'm on my knees speaking abyssal.
Okay, so you're on your knees speaking abyssal.
I'm just sitting there looking at him like he's crazy.
Okay.
God, you're not anywhere near him.
Right? Gully speaks. He knows Abyssal, so.
He would be like, "What are you saying?"
All right. So we are back. So Shazer, you just kind of
Holy
stay
water in
put.
my mouth.
We're not gonna go.
Gargle.
No.
Okay. So the mimic is going to continue to attack.
I'm sticking with Malika just in case because I need to seek vengeance with him.
18 and a 12.
And I don't want him to do it without me.
18,
Huh?
12 on who?
18, and a
18
12.
hits.
18 hits. Okay. Okay.
God, if he's just
9
No more
points of
paintings.
damage.
I'm gonna kick his
How
ass
much?
myself.
9?
Yep. And it is Malika's round. So you're just continuing
I mean,
to.
did I hear him yell?
You definitely heard this now, yeah. There's been screams.
You know, to open my eyes. And, did you hear that?
I did.
Should go up there.
After you.
And take off.
Okay, so you take off running. Okay, so that's 1 round. Okay.
I mean, yeah. Okay.
So Gideon, you're gonna do the same thing. So I'll say you're gonna get close enough, but you're not there. You're up on the 2nd floor now. So you'll be able to enter the fray next round. Othin, your round.
Going to attack. I have a 12 and a 20.
20 hits.
Ooh, 11 points.
Okay.
And then I'm going to action surge.
Okay.
So I'm probably going to go down on this next one. Oh, shit. Both miss. 2 and a 5.
Oh, okay. Gully, your round. You're kind of like, this bed is eating my friend.
He is going to. He sees you get
Got what?
bit by a bed.
I mean, Othin is like bleeding. This bed is like tearing him. It's like it's latched onto him as well with one of the legs, and it's like pulling him into its mouth.
I'm going to use a
And then-
sorcery point to be able to cast Cure Wounds on
Okay.
him. I'm going to do that.
Going down, clutch.
On 13 points.
Shoo. Thank
I will do it.
And he's doesn't really know what else to do at this point, so just watching like what the hell.
Seeing, still working on believing.
That's a good way to put it.
Yep.
This bed is eating my friend.
Is this really happening right now?
Yes. Okay, so
We
back
had
to
some bad pork
Shazer.
or
You started
something.
running now with Malika.
Yep.
Okay, so that is.
As we're running, I'm gonna say to Malika, like, what are we seeking vengeance on? Exactly.
We'll talk about that later.
Got it.
Okay. So the bed and seeing you,
Morning fall.
Gully, kind of do that,
Just remember morning fall.
lashes at you, and still tries to. It's got you in its grasp, so it's still going to try to smash you into the ground.
Uh-oh.
So it's 1 on each of you. So 14 on Othin, 19 on Gully.
That's a hit.
Get fucked up by a twin size bed.
Did it hit you?
No.
8 points of damage as it bites
Ooh.
you.
Looks very-
It's at least a full.
Looks like a king size to you.
We are so
California King.
Right.
rolls for the rest of this time.
Alright, so you take 2 more points of damage though from whatever the pod has got that's latched onto you. And it is Malika's turn. You continue to run.
Yeah, just $6 million man in there.
So now you're 2 more rounds away. Gideon, this is your chance to enter the room. And as you do, though, I do need you to roll a little bit of a surprise. I mean,
What the?
Yeah, like you're watching them fight in a bed.
And the bed is winning.
I was like, we're
That is winning. Just chuck a boomerang at it.
It's got some gnarly bed bugs.
So you're kind of awe-inspired by the bed.
Remember the one die I got?
Oh, fuck you.
He sure does.
You or me?
F me.
You okay? So it's after you. So yeah, you come in and you're like you were ready to do battle with whatever ghost was there, and you're watching a bed eat your friends, and you're just
Just falls to the ground.
taken aback by that.
Give me a minute here.
So that brings us to Othin.
We're going to attack.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
12 points.
Okay.
Second attack. 22.
That hits.
8 points.
Okay. I want to stay with the scarier music. Okay. All right. Do you stay where you're at? Because this thing's still attached to you as well.
Am I going to stay where I'm at?
Yeah.
If it's if it's attached.
I mean, yeah. You can only go so far away because like the bed leg is attached to you.
Okay.
It's like snared you.
I guess I go as far as I can.
Okay. Well, I think you're about at your distance right now. Okay. So that brings us to Gully.
It has a hold of me.
Mm-hmm.
He's in a little bit of a panic. He's gonna try to draw his dagger and stab the bed.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. 22.
That hits.
Does anyone else have no more monkeys jumping on the bed going through their head?
I just keep thinking about all the beds that he's never
I
made.
do now.
3 points.
3 points. Okay. Okay.
And
And
he's
you-
trying to get away at the same time if he can. I don't know if it's latched onto him or what.
No, it bit you, so it's not latched down, so you can move.
Except I don't remember the bed being mad.
How does Othin look? Does he still look pretty rough?
He's been better, but he's okay.
Okay, cool.
Been better.
A lot better.
Been in a position where I wasn't being.
Mauled by a piece of furniture.
Right.
So is that in your turn, Gully?
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Okay.
that's all he can
So
do.
Shazer, you continue. That's your second round of movement there out of 4. And then, so now we've got 3 people in the room. Are you in the room, Gideon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Close enough to me.
So first attack is going to be on Othin with one of the legs. 19.
That's it.
7 points. And then turns to bite Gully again. 18.
That's a hit.
This fucking mimic is legit.
12 points.
Oof. What took a big chunk out of him?
So it just.
He's looking rough. Starting to look rough.
Goalie's looking rough, okay, and then it kind of like backs up towards the wall so nobody can get behind it. And that brings us to Malika. You continue your pace.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you've gotten to the stairs on the second floor over here, so we can put Malika. Yep, he just got up the stairs. All right. Well, Shazer's one round behind him. So he's a little bit further back. All right, and so that brings us to Gideon, which you're kind of like waving off the shock as you just saw it try to eat your healer, one of your two healers.
I can't do anything but wade in with the sword.
Okay.
I got nothing else. This is ridiculous. 20.
That hits.
Natural.
Oh,
Ooh.
wow.
That's all I
Nice.
can do. Bam! Crit.
Right. You do notice he's using a different sword than he was using before. Using a short sword right now. 10, 14.
Wow, okay. All right. And is that end your turn?
I'm going to cunning action disengage.
Okay. All right, so that brings us to Othin. Oh, I forgot, you're still latched on, so you take that 3 points of damage.
So there's something actually like that.
Like
reached
one of the
out.
bed legs is wrapped around his.
22
That hits.
for 8 points.
Okay.
How's this thing looking?
It looks hurt. I mean, you guys have heard it for sure. I mean, it looks, every time you hit it, you don't feel like you're doing as much damage as you normally would, but you definitely feel like you've heard it.
Okay, I need to, instead of bonus action, making a second attack, I need to do second wind,
Okay.
which will give me 1d10 plus my fighter level. It's 5, so I get 8 hit points back.
Okay. Is that in your turn?
That does end my turn.
All right. Gully, what do you do?
Gully is going to. He's going to have to heal himself.
Okay.
So he's just going to do a Cure Wounds first level for 5 hit points back. And that's his turn.
Okay. All right, that brings us to Shazer, who continues on. You're now at the stairs, so you've actually gotten to that point now as well. And now the mimic. So you disengage, so it's going to stay with its attacks.
So if you cast something as a reaction, does it?
Both in
Does
the 21, I assume
your-
hits.
Yeah.
Does
9
your turn,
points.
invoke that as well? I mean, you can do that even though you've done the rest of your.
Gully
things
is
on your turn.
17.
Yeah, you get one reaction around.
Gully does a 17 hit.
Yes, it does.
10 points.
I'm gonna.
He is down.
Silvery barbs. No, I'm gonna silvery barbs this thing when he swings at Gully.
So how does that work?
So, cast it as a reaction.
Okay.
Magically distract, triggering the creature to momentarily uncertain encouragement for another creature. Triggering the creature must re-roll the d20 and use the lower roll.
So he has to re-roll his attack.
Yes.
Okay. I think it's.
Whatever's lower.
So the first one was a 17. This one's a 15.
That still hit.
Still
So
hits.
10 points.
Okay. So he drops. Okay.
Okay, so you can then choose a different creature you can see within to get advantage on your next attack roll. So
You can choose
With
somebody
that,
else.
I can, well, you can then choose a different creature you can see within range. The chosen creature has advantage on the next attack roll.
Okay.
Does that mean both things happen?
So he goes down. The only other person left in the room that you could do that.
I would give
for is-
advantage to
is
him.
Oath.
I can choose myself, but
Yes.
I'm gonna give it to him.
Okay. So you will have advantage on your next attack. So, alright, goalie is down and the mimic positions itself
So attack
over
roll,
his body.
ability check, or
Alright.
saving throw within a minute.
So if you want to set the bed over his body, he is.
Oh my.
Yes.
I
'Cause
think the
it is-
DM just said.
Looks like
so to speak. Which brings us to, that was the mimics round, so Malika is going to be able to get to the end of the hall on this round, right? What's your
Can
movement?
I see in the room now?
Yes, I will
Okay.
say you can at least see in the room.
Alright.
So first thing I need you
So-
to do though is roll a
fast
surprise, like
are
you
you
were
running?
expecting a lot of things, you were not expecting a bed eating your comrade.
So I have a question.
Yes.
So due to the fact that I come from the Underdark, would I be familiar with the mimic?
Roll an Arcana check.
Have I seen them before in the Underdark?
I don't know that you'd seen a mimic,
I don't know if you want to use that.
and this is not a normal mimic either.
Alright, 17.
You're aware of that such creatures exist, but
Okay.
I think you still need to roll a check because, again, knowing about something is one thing, seeing a bed eat your compatriot is another.
Okay.
So roll me a check to make sure you're not
So
like
the
shocked.
saving throw? Or
Yeah,
what were we
saving
looking
throw. You're adding. We've been using the perception for that, just to do that, basically.
for? 5.
Okay, so yeah, you were like everybody else almost. You look in the room and you're like, "Fuck me."
Yeah.
Really?
You didn't roll a nat one though.
Yes, that's true. That's true. But you're like, is that bed eating him?
What's going on?
So I can't do anything to my next round.
No.
Okay.
All right, so it brings us to Gideon.
Wait in attack.
So you,
Yeah.
okay, now it is on his body, so you got to be careful now with your attack.
Oh, you suck ass.
Unless you have bands, and it's just a straight up attack. You don't have to be careful. You can risk.
You are correct. I don't have to be careful.
You can just swing away.
So basically,
It's
like,
just a failed death save.
Yeah, what's the worst that can
so
happen?
basically, like I know what it is, but I'm surprised it's there.
Yeah, it's definitely a shock to see it here.
And I'm familiar with it, but not
You
what I
try
was
Mind
expecting
Sliver
when I
on it.
rounded the corner.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna try Mind Sliver on it.
Oh,
Like, I know what clown pedophiles are, but if I walk out
Wow.
that door and see one,
Just
I'm
wow.
in shock.
okay.
Just
I wouldn't be.
wow.
So you said mind sliver?
Intelligence saving throw from this thing.
From this creature?
Mind
Yes.
sliver.
Okay. Intelligence. Hang on, I gotta find its stats for that.
Kid.
Ooh. Okay, so roll a 4. Its
DC
intelligence modifier is a
15.
-3, so that'd be a 1.
Okay. 1d6 damage, so 2 points of damage,
Okay.
and 1d4 from the next saving throw it has to make.
It
For the
loses
next
1d4.
Yeah, minus 1d4 for the next saving throw it needs to make.
Okay.
That is going to be a -1.
Okay. So remember, I'll make a note of that.
That is till the end of my next turn.
Okay. Apparently not very intelligent. Wow. Alright, so does that end your turn?
Yes.
That brings us to Othin. So again, you know it's on top of your comrade there, so if you're just gonna go in and swing
So did
blind-
it drag me closer when it climbed on top of him?
I suppose it would, so I'll give you a strength roll to try to break free, because yeah, that's right, you do take damage. You took 2 more points of
strength,
damage.
or can I use acrobatics?
I would say strength for this.
Well, that's a 9. I rolled a 10 minus 1.
Alright, so, well, either way, you weren't going to make it then. So, you took 2 more points of damage.
Well, acrobatics would have given me 17.
Wow, it's that good, huh? Man. Oh no, I said strength, sorry.
Yep.
Alright, so you're pulled closer now. You have advantage right now because of that, but if you attack normally, there is the risk that you're going to hit your comrade because he's on top of him. So you could roll without your advantage, which would be more of a careful attack, and I would say then there's no chance of you hitting Gully. Or you can just say...
Can I just attack, like, what's attached to my leg without trying to attack the whole frame of the bed that's on top of my comrade?
You could do that, yeah.
Alright, can I use advantage still to attack it?
For that, yes.
13 plus... So 20?
Yeah, that hits.
For 9 points?
9 points on the leg itself thing there that's
Yeah.
attached to you. Okay, so you hit that, and you could tell that one stung on that leg.
Alright. Roll attack again.
Same thing, the leg thing.
Yep.
Okay.
20 again.
Yeah, that hits.
7 points.
Okay, you sever it, and it lets go of you.
Alright, let's go.
Does that end your turn?
I'm going to... Yeah, I mean, there's not, at this point, there's really not a whole lot else I could do other than try to move and grab. Yeah, I'm gonna try to grab Gully. I'm gonna move in and try to get a hold of Gully. At least get into a position where I can grab him.
Okay.
Maybe on the next
Make
turn.
oh, that's right, you've already used your action, so. Okay,
Yeah.
So your movement is just to move closer then.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
so move your guy closer then to him. Alright, Gully, I need you to make your first death save.
Oh, perfect. It's just a straight roll, and that's a
Yes.
straight fail.
Okay, so that's 1 fail. Okay,
Of course. I rolled a 9.
alright. So that brings us to Shazer. This is your round to get up to him. And I also need you to roll a check to see if you are like, now you're behind Malika too, because it's getting harder to get
Just
everybody
wants
into
to
this
see
room.
if you're gonna poop yourself like everyone else did.
So what would be the plus for
Add
that?
your perception.
Alright. So 22.
Okay, so you are like, yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Yeah. Bad eating my compatriot, yeah.
Crazy.
So, now you're kind of behind all these folks.
Right.
As a free action, can I speak?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Gideon to flank it.
Okay. So, Malika, I'm sorry, Malika. Shazer, what are you doing? That was your movement.
I'm gonna toss my boomerang over their shoulders.
Okay, so you're just gonna chuck it now. Do you care? Or are you trying to be careful here, or are you just chucking it?
I'm just chucking it.
Okay, so go ahead and roll.
17.
17 hits, but who did it hit? It does hit the creature. Go ahead.
8 points of damage.
Okay. And the boomerang falls to the ground right there.
Yep.
All right, that brings us to the creature, which it's got Othin right there, right? So it's gonna lash out with one of its legs at you, and it's gonna bite Gully.
It's gonna bite Gully even though Gully is down.
Yeah.
Yes, it's eating him.
Okay.
So 18.
Get an automatic failed death saving throw for hits.
So you take 9 points.
I'm down.
Okay. 15 to hit you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I
so
couldn't
that's
get
one
failed save.
more death save down.
I couldn't get in. Because we're in the way.
Can cast a healing spell.
Okay, so he's 2 death saves down. Malika
Right.
brings us to you. You see it engorging itself on Gully while he's on the ground, not moving. And then you see Othin drop to the ground. What do you do?
I would like to take my movement to approach it. Now, Goalie's right underneath it,
Yes.
right? But he's tiny.
Yep.
Can I grab him for my action? And then for my bonus action, I will use Blessing of the Raven Queen to teleport 30 feet back out in the hallway.
Okay, so
Wrapped
I need
around
you to
Gully.
I need you to make an acrobatics check to get a hold of him.
Is that 15?
Mm-hmm.
18.
Okay, we'll say you got him, and you're going where?
Back out into the hallway.
Okay,
So I can teleport 30 feet.
so let's move his body 30 feet from where he is right now, from where. And also, Othin is now on the ground.
Yep. So I don't have anything left. I don't have an action to stabilize him, but I got him out of the room.
Correct.
So that's the end of my turn. Is Goalie and I in the hallway,
Okay.
right next to the healer.
All
That's
right.
Couldn't get
Gideon,
Alright.
so you're around. You see this happen, like, and he brings him right there out in the hallway. And he looks bad, very, very bad.
Shazer, heal him.
Gotta get.
I
Othin.
gotta go in.
Gotta get Othin.
Oh. Alright. For the love of God. Alright. Can I want to get over here to. I need to grab Othin. He had already severed that, so.
Yep.
10, 15. Okay. I want to grab Othin and get him as far as I can. I don't only think it's about here.
Okay,
Get
you're gonna
back.
leave yourself open for attack of opportunity.
Yes, I am. But I want to use my bonus action to try to. What is the telekinetic shove?
Okay.
Hopefully that works. Doesn't. Oh well.
So what does it
That's all I
say for
got.
that?
That is going to be a saving throw for this thing. That's a strength check, which
Strength.
is going to be much better than its intelligence.
Yes.
But it gets
15.
a minus. Remember? That's
Um,
first save.
Oh yeah, to the end of this turn,
the
right?
end of
So
this
it's a
turn.
-1.
Right.
Okay. So this is gonna work out well for you then, because your DC is what?
15.
Okay. So it's a 12 plus 3 strength is a 15, but -1 to its save. It's a 14, so it fails its save by 1.
So that shoves it. It only shoves it back 5 feet. But
Okay. Still?
that's 5 feet of space.
Okay. I will say that negates the attack of opportunity by doing that then. And that brings us to Othin, who needs to make a death save.
Fail.
Okay, so 1 fail. Okay. That brings us to Gully,
All right,
who is 2 death saves down.
natural 1. I just died.
Okay. So, laying in the hallway, Gully drops, takes his last breath, and you see him stop moving. Shazer, it's your turn. What do you do?
I'm gonna go to Othin. You spare the dying on him.
On Othin?
Yep.
Okay. So, okay. So now the creature. Who's in the room? So now,
Othin, Gideon, and
now
Shazer.
Shazer would be
Yeah,
in the room.
Shazer would be in the room too.
In the room now.
Yep.
So what does spare the dying do? Just stops me from having
Stops.
to make
You no longer have to make death saves. You're still unconscious. Okay. So there's 3 of you in the room. So the mimic will go
You are
for.
now stabilized.
Okay. So the first attack is at Shazer, so it shoots out. That's a 17.
That hits.
It does hit. Okay.
Yep.
8 points of damage.
Alright.
And then it's going to try to bite
Not bad at all.
Gideon. 11.
Misses 15 armor class.
Misses. Okay. That brings us to Malika.
I'd move into the room, around to the side of Shazer.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Got that one back.
That was a good one.
21.
21 hits.
5 points of damage.
Magical damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, it's force damage, but I mean,
But it is
It's a
magical.
spell,
Yeah, it's from the
right?
spell. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Alright. Is that in your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Brings us to Gideon.
He's still out. I need to get him the rest of the way out of this room.
Okay. So you drag him out.
Yep.
Is that in your turn?
If I can get him that far, and then get back over here to use another mind sliver, I'll do that.
Okay.
So that's going to be an intelligence check.
Alright. Failed.
5 points of damage.
And it's magical damage, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
So it's full damage. It
And
drops.
-4 on its next.
It drops.
Really?
And as it does, the realization sets in. You've defeated this creature. You turn. There's a dead body on the one bed, a dead bed. And there in the hallway is an unconscious Othin and a lifeless body of Gully. What do you do?
I'm gonna heal Othin.
Sorry, there's nothing we can do for Gully at this point.
Jeez, it even puts it right in there. Dead.
Nice.
Instead of my name, it just says dead.
I
What
don't
about the church that he went to before we got here?
Did you heal
Can
me?
we get them to that?
I am right now.
Alright.
That wasn't far from here.
Hold up.
bring him to the church.
Gideon. You hear a voice in your head. Gideon.
18.
What?
Yep.
Your eyes, you see his eyes roll back, and all you can see is the whites of his eyes. But in your mind, you see this voluptuous woman with raven black hair, ruby red lips, black eyes with red slits down the center of them, appears to you. I've been watching you and your group for some time.
I'm sorry.
I can help you. I can make a deal with you. I can save him, you know. I know you can't, but I can.
What's the price?
How about a deal for one favor to be asked of at a future date that you can't say no to?
First and foremost, you know I am a businessman. That is not
a very good deal.
Oh, I'm sure you want assurances. Okay. I won't ask you in this favor to harm anyone in your party. I won't ask you to harm anyone who's a good person. But I will ask a favor. See, I've been tracking your group and, well, I feel like there's a lot of good that can come from using you and your people. So I prefer to keep them alive for a little while longer. Up to
One
you.
last assurance.
What's that?
They're not involved in this deal.
Just you. You and me.
Done.
Very well. And as your eyes open back up and you guys are sitting around watching this, Gully begins to breathe again. And the air comes back into his body and you have no idea what happened.
Gotcha.
And you kind of like sit up and you know you were dead for a minute there.
Lyra's not ready for you yet. Are we done here?
Reach my hand down the goalie to pick him up, help him back on his
He's bawling. Uncontrollably sobbing.
He's still really low, right?
As you're walking away, Gideon, you hear in your head, have a care. I only have so many deals to make.
Then you chose poorly with me.
We'll see. So, what do you guys do? All the patrons in the other room, the noble who was banging his barmaid, the other two, I mean, they've kind of like peeked out. I mean, this was a loud battle on this floor. You pretty much woke the entire hotel up.
Do we feel that we dispelled whatever it was at this point?
I'm walking away.
You sure feel pretty good about, yeah, you beat, and again, having a little bit of knowledge of the Underdark, this thing was not a normal creature of Mimic story. Like, there was more to this, for sure.
I think I would call all the patrons into the hallway, gather everybody.
Okay, they kind of come out.
Okay, once I was standing in front of the group, I would take a bow, tell all of them that they are that they had the privilege to witness the murder mystery dinner theater provided by this fabulous inn. Right? Yes, I bet you didn't know that. Not only do you get a meal and a place to stay, but you also get the entertainment we just provided for you.
Alton's gonna walk downstairs and chase after Gideon.
I'd put a gold on the bar and pour myself an ale.
Okay, so these people are like, roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. That's a nat 1.
Okay, so they're like, there's no goddamn way this is part of the show. Like, there's blood everywhere.
Yes. I would hold up my hand and make the illusion of a blood splatter on the wall, and then make it disappear in front of them.
All right, I'll
Like that blood?
let you roll with advantage. Then you can have an additional roll if you're bringing magic.
That's a nat 20.
Okay. So,
You like that blood?
they're like,
Or this blood? And throw another splatter on the wall, make it disappear again.
my God, does he do this show regularly?
If you pay enough.
Here comes the extortion.
Wow. Wow, my compliments to the barkeep. And the one guy's like, did we have to come bang into my room though while I was banging?
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that was the room they put you in. That's the room we pick typically for the show. So there's a bit of a mix up there. Still working some of the kinks out. That room was supposed to be empty.
All right. You kind of grumble. They go back into their rooms and shut the door. Okay, down at the bar, what do you talk about?
I'm just
Gideon, what the fuck was that?
Right, and I bring you discretion.
Very poor choice.
Your eyes rolled back into your head.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah. I made a deal.
With who?
It's a good question.
You don't even know.
I'm gonna have to do a little research.
And you did this to bring Gully back.
The owner comes out of the room, hears you guys talking at the bar, and comes out and splashes holy water on his way out the door at both of you. You kind of get hit with it. And then he opens the door. Oh. Is it safe?
It's safe.
Just keep drinking. What was it?
You know, discretion.
Well, is it done? Like,
It's gone.
well, like I heard commotion up there. Like, there's no mess up there,
Did
right?
I know it was
There's a mess. Your
Okay.
patrons
so I probably
think it
knew
was all part of a
planned.
show. They think it was an act.
Like, what?
But we didn't hear that part.
I did.
No,
He started saying it before
Okay.
as I was going
Wait, what
downstairs.
did you do?
I tried to roll an Arcana check to see if I knew it was a mimic. I got a 16 because maybe I would have been.
Yeah, you have an idea. Yeah.
I will tell him kind of what I thought it was. It was a creature that mimics things. I don't know where it came from,
God
but
damn it.
it had taken the form of a bed, which is why. I
That's
noticed.
it. He's like, I'm done renting to mages. I have a feeling I know where it came from. I rented to some mages that came in here and they brought some of their stuff with them. And then I never saw them again. I thought they skipped out on me.
What all did they leave here, other than a bed?
Well, their room was the room with those 2 beds in it, as a matter of fact. Like, I don't know, did you check in that thing?
I'm not going back up there. Tell them to check the room. You said that things that were found.
They're yours if you find them.
Tell them to check it. Be the only good thing come out of this.
So do you go
I
back up?
I'll head upstairs.
Okay.
I'm gonna start checking the room.
So when you say check the room, what are you doing?
Just
There's this bloody body on one bed. There's this bloody bed.
well, we need to try to get rid of the bed.
It's eating people. I walk upstairs. I still like my beer.
Okay. So you do start going back upstairs?
Yes.
Okay. And what do you do?
Was that with?
You're
Both
there
of-
explaining everything to everyone.
It's
Okay, doesn't-
trying to eat people, right?
Doesn't anybody have
Cut it open.
any magic we can fix this with?
No.
The inn.
No.
Oh, I can. Once I can compose myself.
It's not
He's
every day.
gibbering.
Not every
That's
day.
not what he doesn't say that, but
Crying
he's-
right now.
You felt your soul leaving your body, and then something shoved it back in there. That's what happened to you.
You're not done yet.
Yeah,
Does he describe that?
it's up to you if you want to tell them that, but that's what happened to you. It was leaving, and somebody took it and, like, you feel like just rammed you back into your
The
body.
man is holding you down. With us. Sorry.
Well, in this case, a
I-
woman.
I-
but-
I felt myself leave.
Yeah, you left.
Next thing you know, I felt an incredible force slam me back into.
I know exactly
My
what
body.
that feels like.
That's the same thing the barmaid felt.
So,
That's how I
I
felt.
think it's a little different.
Open.
Goalie.
Cut the bed
That's how I
open.
felt before.
I'll cut the
this
bed
started.
open.
Which
Th-
bed?
This has
The
happened
mimic.
to you?
The bed that tried to eat you.
Okay.
That's exactly how I felt
So
when I
you-
woke up. That's when I started having.
You find some things
These
in
new
there, some
powers.
items.
Okay.
You find
Do you feel different?
a
Is that going to
jug,
happen to me?
I don't know.
a wand,
A jug.
yep, a
Is there
jug, it
beer
looks
in
like,
there.
I don't know, a circlet, a short sword, and a shield.
Gully healed himself.
Shield.
Okay.
And a shield.
Yes, and a shield. Of all the things. So a jug, a wand, a circlet, a short sword, and a shield.
Did anybody else look hurt?
I imagine Othin's pretty hurt.
I have a headache for some
Yeah, he's
reason.
only at 18.
You
I'm
can
good.
add 14. I'll have
You
to
feel
into that.
strangely like there's like this just resonance around you for a little bit. Like Gideon, like it just
I spent like 4 hours just running.
like somebody marked you.
What are you at now?
I'm almost full on that, but it's you.
So it's pretty late. Do you guys want to try to rest for the
Let me see that
remainder of the
jug.
night?
I
Or
want to go to the.
I'm gonna hand the jug to Gideon.
okay. What are you doing with this jug?
Is there something in it?
What do you want there to be in it?
I don't know. I'm just shaking it.
Sounds like there could be something in it.
Yeah, let me see.
I'm looking. Open it. Is there any ale in there?
When you say that,
Yeah.
there's ale in there.
Eat. We'll still decide.
A jug, a wand, a circlet, a short sword, a shield.
Yep.
I want to pick up the jug and look. Say,
So,
Well, it's already got ale in it now.
I know, I'm going to look in it.
Okay. It looks like it has ale in
I'm
it.
going to drink some.
Tastes
We
like
didn't
ale.
And then,
clean off the outside of that yet. He just cut that out. Never mind. Never mind.
It's ale with a little bit of iron taste to it.
I'm just going to stare at him and take another sip and then close it.
He is a bird.
You are the strangest cleric I've ever come across.
I'm taking this from you.
Yeah, it's probably better.
so I'd go to the innkeep and ask for my money.
Okay.
We took care of the
Okay.
problem.
I'm
we're
with
gonna
him.
clean up the inn.
If you
I
clean
made
it up,
sure your
absolutely.
patrons knew that there wasn't an issue.
He gives you the 120 gold, then to split amongst yourselves.
Yeah, tell him. The
You
whole
are gonna
story.
need some more paintings. Paintings were
I think we can fix those.
I can fix those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Talk to him about his new business model going forward too.
Yes. So I convinced the patrons that this was
Needs to
you know
hire
dinner,
some actors.
sleeping, and a show, kind of a murder mystery, so to speak.
Wow.
So who knows? Maybe we could go into business in the future. There's a certain cut to me. And you could continue the show, or go back to the business you had before.
We got our gold, correct?
And as he explains a new business venture, and as you feel out coming back to life, back to consciousness, collect your boomerang, drank your bloody beer,
Yep.
made a deal with someone you don't quite know.
And Goalie fixes the inn.
That
Got our gold.
is where we're going to end tonight's episode. Gentlemen, this was fun. Some big things happened tonight that, and I can't tell you exactly which thing happened that was big, but there were a couple. There were some big things that happened tonight. Gonna go great with the campaign. I can't wait to continue this. Thank you everybody for watching. Next week we have the one shot that Adam is going to be running there. Actually going to be, I think, a couple parter there, so that'll be interesting. So tune in for that. But can't thank you enough for watching. And remember, we go on the YouTube tomorrow at 6 p.m. If you get a chance to leave comments, that energy for a chance to win that deck of many things. You can play along at home when we find that in this campaign, because we know these guys, one of them will use it. So thank you so much, and can't wait to see you next Sunday. Take care.
Nice.